Come get some.
Welcome to CRoM After Hours.
Was not expecting that.
Oh,
for a moment,
Shae.
Shae.
Man, you like my beat?
It's good stuff.
Hey, guys.
How y'all
There
doing?
he
Oh
Phil.
shit, we got the person who never confirms but just randomly pops in when he wants.
Oh, it's Phil.
Hi, Phil.
What's up? No one asked me.
It literally is in the Writing Pros chat room, dude.
Yeah, but you didn't ask me specifically.
Oh, it's like
I'm
that.
sorry, I forgot Phil is his own
Alex,
invitation.
dude, check
What's
this
outside?
lookout. Wow.
I don't know if I can handle this.
This is my first time, I think, Cyborg seeing this. This is
Well, this is the second time it's ever happened, so
okay.
not
I mean, it's pretty
Too
cool.
sexy.
I mean, I'm gonna need a face change because this is. I definitely cannot living up to that. That's rad.
I like it a lot. I ain't gonna lie.
Phil was freaking out last night with his confused boner.
I was confused.
Oh my god.
It still is.
Still is. That's fair. Ah!
Welcome to Clock's Bar. Everybody have a drink.
Right?
Yeah. Actually, I didn't even have a chance to go grab my bottle. I turned off one stream and came right out here. So y'all go ahead, take a minute to introduce yourselves, and I'm gonna go get myself set up for this couple hours.
Sounds good. Oh, good heavens.
All right.
All right, everyone want to go around and introduce themselves.
Really quickly, is everyone using earbuds anyway, or headphones?
Yeah.
Can you guys turn off echo cancellation and turn on stereo audio so we stop drowning each other out? So just hit cam mic and then audio in StreamYard.
Echo cancellation.
Yeah, turn off echo cancellation.
Adjust mic volume. Let's do that.
That's fine. Stereo audio is the thing that you want the most.
How
What about that bottom one?
How about
Adjust
now?
mic volume.
Yeah, you can adjust your mic volume automatically if you want to.
Yeah, Mike Murphy. I think this is
All
the
right,
first
done.
time.
See, now we're echoing because somebody.
Yeah, it's pops.
Yeah, because I don't use them stupid headbutt. I can't use them things, man. So I'm
You
gonna
can't
go
wear
back
headphones?
I hate earbuds.
That's okay, we'll just drown you out. That's fine.
I'm gonna go get my.
Why do I look so angry?
I don't know.
I think
Why are
because
you
you
so
are.
pissed?
I think you
Slowly
are.
over
I like
time,
it.
the expressions work out of sync, so I have to go back into the program and reset it.
What program are you matching that with? What is it? Are you using it?
I'm using 3 different programs. So I use DroidCam to make my phone into a camera. I use FaceRig to do the face. And then, because StreamYard apparently doesn't like it tonight for whatever reason, I'm having to pipe all that through OBS.
Wow. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I'm impressed with that. Yeah.
If you're impressed with that, just wait.
I'm ready. I'm ready for. Whoa.
Laser hand.
No.
There's a laser hand.
Why?
No.
Because we have a comic coming out called Laser Hand.
Phil,
What?
I'm looking at you.
Is there?
Oh, I mean, this is
Nice.
so dope. This is so dope.
It's ridiculous how small you are when you do all of this, though.
What channel are we on?
We're on Pops's. We're on Pops's shit.
There.
Pop stands
Says
Comic
Pops
Talk
is-
Pops
is-
dancing.
Yeah.
There, is that close enough?
Whoa,
That's too far.
that's too much
No
nostril.
one wants to see your nostril.
Oh, hold on.
Any moment now. Did you freeze yourself within
A little.
Cam? Seriously?
Where's my freaking shot?
Hold on.
Oh my gosh. This is why we can't have nice things.
One step back.
This is why nice things cannot be.
Yeah, I'm inside me.
Closer.
Things.
Closer.
So
Someone went inside himself.
I don't know which nose was sexier.
Oh, your tongue ring's gone.
It is. I'll add it on the fly.
Sorry, Luke. I was like getting my drinks and stuff. I get it.
Hi, Luke.
Luke.
Hey, you do you.
Luke.
Welcome
Yeah.
to the madness.
Hey, Luke.
Yeah. Hey, so CRoM, or Pops, I don't know you. I'm Adam. Nice to meet you, brother.
Hey, it's nice to meet you. I'm Pops Van Zandt. I'm just basically an advocate for what you guys do, for what indie comic creators do. I ain't a creator.
Nice.
I'm not industry. I'm not nobody. But I had a good Facebook group and a good following of people, and it's just grown and grown and grown. And now I'm doing the YouTube, and I'm doing it. You know, I've been doing this for a year. This is the 12th time. I started in April last year. This is the 12th con I've done. And it's, you know, all weekend long, man. I do it for 12 hours on Saturday and 12 hours on
Jesus.
Sunday. You know, as many people out here as I can and show off what they got. And then I'll be dumbass enough to come out here on Monday night for my weekly show after that and go for another 4 or 5 hours. Because I just
All
love
right.
what you guys do. You know, you guys have, people like you have given me a lifetime of entertainment.
Well, I'm
Last
only
year-
27. So.
Well, no, I mean, people like you, I said, have given me a lifetime of entertainment, comic book creators. Okay?
Yeah.
Last year, all my friends in my group that were comic book creators suddenly couldn't set up their tables or make a living.
Right.
Yeah.
And what can I do to help my friends? That's how this all started. What can I do to help my friends? And I started doing this, man. And the first time I did it, April last year, we had some great people out. But Brian Polito came out for this very end of the con panel and killed the contest.
Brian's
you
my
know.
buddy.
Dude, Brian's awesome.
That's my homie.
Brian is
Nice.
awesome, dude.
I've known him for a while.
He came out and he gave us credibility the first time we came out doing this, not having a clue.
Brian is all about
the hell we
supporting
were doing.
independent cons, independent comics, independent creators. Yeah, that's his deal, man. So that's awesome.
This was me a year ago. This is what I wrote down the guest list for the first con.
Whatever you got.
Okay, see that?
You
The
use
final
what you
guest.
got.
The final
Polito.
guest was Polito.
Polito.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why if you guys saw before Pops got himself booted off of Twitter, it was like every 3 to 4 hours of, hey Gina, you want to come on? Hey Gina, you should totally come on. Gina, we'd love to have you. I was like, we're never getting Gina, Pops. He was
But
like, we
see,
can
if you
try.
don't
I'm like,
ever
we can
If you
try.
don't ever ask, you never will either.
That's true. That's
Yes,
very
you
You miss
true.
100% of the shots you don't take.
That's right.
Wow.
I'm not afraid to go out
Mr.
and
Wayne
ask.
Gretzky.
I'm not afraid to go ask, you know? And if they show up in this stream right now, if Tom or Gina shows up and says, hey, you let me out there, I'm getting out the way and letting them talk. I ain't getting shit.
I would
You
hope
know?
so.
So I would love for them to show up. Unfortunately, I don't have DM access to either of them, so I can't give them the link to come
Oh,
here.
I know. I was just sharing it and tagging them. But see, I was going into their feeds, into stuff that they said, and posting that in.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Dude, I ain't afraid. I was promoting this book right here, Mojo Risen. I was promoting this book, and I went on to Chris Jericho's live stream and put the damn the link in. You know, it's like I'm not shameless. I don't care. I'm trying to promote you guys. You know, and if that's what it takes to get seen and noticed, where people will come look and see what I'm talking about, that's what I'll do. You
Okay.
know. Oh, where the
Wait.
heck's that?
Or the after hours.
We are the
Uh-oh.
after hours.
Oh yes, we are.
Shit's getting real.
You really
It's
just
gonna
paused
get very
your
real.
emotions.
Yes,
There
I
you go.
do. I'm vaping.
Yeah. So
That's how I vape.
I love the new
Emotionless.
additional mini stories in the backup book for Lost Pages.
Thanks,
It's
Adam.
got a-
Appreciate it.
Yeah, it was cool because I don't know if any of you else read it, because it was a continuation of some other characters, and then some new characters are introduced. And I think you've taken a totally different approach in that you've kind of shotgun your characters into the landscape, right? And most everyone else is like myself included. It's like you're dropping a character or a thing at a time, and you just said. And you double barreled it onto the stage, and I think what's kind of cool about that. And I think it's an exciting thing about it is that you're able to kind of see like maybe some of those stick and some don't, or maybe they all stick. But it's like you can kind of see who's reacting to what, and then you can kind of run with it farther. Or I don't know what your plan is, but it feels that way to me. Like there were certainly like characters that I'm like, I don't know what the heck happened.
There you go.
I have this Mevo camera that can like zoom anywhere you want. You know what I mean? You can just
nice shoulder, bro.
Yeah, so
shoulder cam is amazing.
He lift.
Yeah. But it's kind of cool because you can like, and I don't know, you're thinking maybe you're feeling like because there are characters like that I liked maybe more than others. Not I like them all, but I mean the ones that were like, ooh, I wanna really follow that. And I don't know if you're starting to see response.
Yeah, we actually put out we put polls out. We put out a poll, like a kind of like a month or so after everything shipped, and we got awesome, polling from that, and so we're actually taking that into consideration to who we're focusing on and stuff.
Nice. Who was the most loved?
So for the main book, the one that won was the silhouette, and then for the bonus book, everybody loved the people. So.
Got it.
No, the silhouette was definitely my favorite. I feel like out of your 4 stories on the main book, that was probably the most immersive of the 4 of them. The one that I sadly didn't like the most, like out of all of them, the one that hit the least for me was the one that you had Baller's lines for, because I was like, I'm having such a hard time getting into this because
Joe Ball.
Yeah, so between his really intricate lines that got me a little bit lost at certain points. Yeah. Because there's just so much detail, and then the whole iambic pentameter that you're writing in, I was like,
which I thought was impressive. Which I thought was impressive that you made that choice. But
like a lot of it was experimental.
I just couldn't stick with it.
I love the feedback because I've heard from people that. Like a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I love the silhouette, and then other people are like, oh, the silhouette. Like I talked to John Malin, and John Malin's like, the silhouette wasn't for me. It was a lot of narration and stuff, and he's a '90s fanatic. He loves balls to the wall action, double page spreads, big splash pages, and so that's more definitely geared towards. It's kind of like more Alan Morey writing and Frank Miller stuff like that. So there was people that didn't like the silhouette as much, but a lot of people did. So it's really cool to see, and like passion for drawing. He's a huge Masquerade fan, and I have a bunch of people that loved the Masquerade. So it's awesome to see everybody loving all these different characters. That's why we did that poll, so we could see.
Well, the cool thing is it gives you a place to go.
I want you guys all to know that I ain't nowhere near close to being monetized. Have fun.
Yeah, no problem. It's tough.
No, we can't let them break the rules too much, because then next week when they're on our channel, we'll have to ban them all.
Okay, well, you know what I'm saying. It's like, I ain't tripping. I'm out here having fun. That's, Pop's banned. It's bound to happen again. I ain't tripping.
That's true. Pops just gets banned everywhere he goes. Stop doing your 3 words out of context. That's what's killing you.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's crazy. Actually, this is my second Pops Fanzine account on Facebook, too.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, they smashed one of them too, and they smashed that one just for promoting the con too much.
Thought you were a hack.
Spamming.
You are a spammer.
What can I tell you? I'm trying to get you guys fucking as much promotion as I can.
How dare
sorry, I'm not going to pay for it, but I'm still trying to get you as much promotion as I can.
Going into home and gardening channels. Hey, come to Comic-Con.
Why not come to comics?
You guys like comics?
No, just the other comic
Tell your kids.
Sure you do.
I'm in like 200 comic groups, so I share this out everywhere.
That is excessive. Wow. I'm in like 3 chat rooms and I'm like, oh, this is too much, guys. This is too much shit.
I didn't say I pay attention to all them other people.
Fair.
Most of, I mean, there's 2,200 people in my group, and they're all comic people. I do not pad the numbers. They are people that are in comic groups, that are comic fans, that are comic creators. They're not a realtor. Okay, well, they might be, but they're comic fans. You know what I mean? You go to their page, they got comic shit. Those are the people in my group. There's nobody in my group you'll look at that doesn't have some comic stuff on their page.
I pad my numbers.
I definitely pad them as well, Sai. I'm totally faking all the numbers. I'm photoshopping images.
I make up the super chats. I'm just like, oh yeah, this totally came through. And the direct donation store, PayPal. I'm like, yeah. Thanks, Ramen.
Thanks, Ramen, for the $300 donation. We totally that happened. All right, so
Phil, hang on. Wait. Before we jump into anything else, Phil, I forgot to tell you, man. I sold the Lost Pages in the shop the other day.
Oh, shit.
I actually had some dude put new shit back to pick up the Lost Pages.
There you go.
Dude, that's
So
awesome.
I was like, yeah, dude, that's an independent book. I know that, dude. Oh, by the way, that's a Bisley cover.
Yeah.
He's like, what? And I was like, yeah, it was crowdfunded.
He's like, Bisley? Group? Superman?
Yeah, he's like, you know what? I'm going to put these back and I'm going to get this week. I love supporting the independents. I was
That's
like,
awesome, dude.
So, yeah,
Congrats, man.
Cool.
So,
Thanks for telling me that.
Absolutely, brother.
Feels like now I got that big cock energy going.
Wait, did you say big cock or big cuck?
Whoa!
Ooh.
Wow.
No, I legitimately thought you said cock. I'm like, wow.
Why would I say cock?
I don't
I
know.
thought that's what she said too.
Cucking for Bisley. I don't know.
Man, that's a guy I would let. As the boss.
I want to drink some scotch with Bisley.
Yeah, this is awesome.
See, Ramen agrees.
Yes.
Just trying to make sure. Just trying to make sure you're still alive, Ramen, because that whole undead piece there, it always gets us concerned for a while.
Shae, we need to work on your diction.
Wow.
Okay, let's try it. Ready? Fuck you, Sai. How was that?
Oh, you can't kick me now, bitch.
Pretty good.
Hey, Pops, if you wouldn't mind just removing Sai for a minute, that's great.
Well, gee, I always do it.
Don't do it.
I can't still boot you.
Shae gets the laser. The pimp laser hand.
Pimp laser, bring it, bitch. Little android ass.
That is not how you check on that.
I gotta zoom out.
Look at that. We got a Sai had to go on someone else's channel. That makes me so happy.
Who's got the bingo cards out?
Look at Alex trying to give me a laser hand.
There's a laser
I
hand.
was going for it.
You just look like you're waiting for a high five.
Well, if the
Right,
crop
seriously.
wasn't this hard.
Scrolling, we're scrolling.
Scrolling.
There we go.
So Shae, you were about ready to lead us into
Destroy
this.
them with
I was
lasers.
gonna try.
Take it away, Shae.
Okay, so what I was gonna say is this is obviously a very, very, very different kind of writing prose as we are hanging out with Mr. Pops. Feel free to take a drink, Pops. Go for it.
Oops.
You see?
Drink a lot.
Oh God, I need all the drinks.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
Oops.
Don't inhale scotch. Doesn't work.
Are you gonna live? Are you good? Sinus is clear
Actually, I
now,
think I can
Luke?
breathe clearer now, actually. Wow.
Good as
I'm
that.
Watch
always
that.
good.
Do breathe in. Just a little bit of
Sometimes I'm better, but
clear
I'm
out the lungs. Whiskey is always good for you.
So, what we were going to cover, at least one of the things that we were talking about wanting to cover, was cancel culture. So before we get into that, since we are on Pops' channel and a lot of people probably don't know who the fuck we are,
Yeah.
why don't we go ahead and let everybody introduce themselves and the shit that you all are working on.
1 second, I want to introduce this guy right here in case you
Do it.
don't know him. Still Toking with the Dead, Jeff Holman is in the chat.
Still toking
Still
with the
Toking with the Dead. Just go check it out. Don't even ask questions.
I'm okay.
Still talking
go
with the
check.
dad. I love it.
This is happening.
Oh yeah.
We're all googling.
And you guys, anybody want to share your links for your projects and stuff in the chat? That is why we're here. You got
Sure.
stuff? Drop links. Drop it in the private chat. I'll put it in the chat. Whatever we got to do. We're here to promote. So by all means, you know.
Well, thank you. Greatly appreciated.
This is
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Isn't
All right
it?
then.
Yes.
Yes.
How you
Yep.
doing, Jeff? Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, they're one of our partner groups. We will share anything they post, and they share everything we post. And,
Awesome.
You know,
That
good
sounds
people.
dangerous.
Yeah, that
Anything.
sounds like spreading herpes. You should be careful about that.
StillToken.com.
StillToken.com. Thank you.
That got dark real quick.
And check it
I
out.
know.
These guys are doing
Just went straight to
episodic-
herpes.
like
Shae
episodic
is dropping the
TV
C word
shows.
and the herpes.
This is for Shae's comment.
These guys are
What?
doing episodic TV shows of their comics.
Nice.
Oh,
That
that's
is really
great.
cool.
Okay,
Like
they
Heroinberg.
like
Heroinberg's
real
doing
serious
that too.
shit. It's so good. I just can't fucking wait.
That's awesome.
You know?
Oh, Adam, when you said the C word, were you meaning cuck? Because that wasn't the C word I thought you meant, and I was getting very confused.
No, I mean, I thought as what I'm in consensus with what Sai thought.
I'm
cuck.
that's I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done with no. That would not be. See, in my world, that's not the C word. The C word is a very different C word.
It's
Yeah,
just
you can't say that on
punctuation
YouTube anymore.
across the phone,
You can't say that
Fucking-
anywhere.
Can't say nothing anymore.
Why can't
No.
you say it anywhere?
Can't even say 3 plain old words anymore.
All right, Mike, why don't you introduce yourself and what you got going on, man?
Yeah, no problem. So I'm Mike Murphy of Chibi Comics. Current project funding right now is Deepwell, which is going to be closing down in 10 days. Really quick elevator pitch is basically what happened the day the Lone Ranger rode into Deepwell.
Okay, that full screen was too much pressure. You're okay now. Go ahead.
So yeah, Deepwell funding for another 10 days, and late April, early May, we're going to be launching The Red Key with Stefani Renee. And both of those pages are live, so get over there and back Deepwell, and get over there and sign up for The Red Key while you can.
Nice. Red Key. How do I not know about this, Mike?
It looks
Because
awesome.
he's just starting to promote it, and
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's been
Right now.
quiet.
Okay.
So far. Adam, you are up next, sir.
Yeah. Yes. So I write comic books and television, and I have the 8th, which is which is finished. It's in print right now, and then right now that's still funding is the Kill Journal, which Shae did some writing on. It's written by myself, and Jason Krieger did the art, and then she wrote one of the ancillary stories in our world, and it's awesome.
Thank you.
So you should check it out. It's still an in-demand, and it's a hardcover leather-bound edition. And in the elevator pitch to follow you there, Mike, is this is what happens after the horror movie ends, and you have a group of people whose lives have been devastated and cut to pieces by these slashers, and their answer for how to cope with this is to pick up chainsaws and go hunt down the revenants or slashers who killed all the ones they love.
Nice. Pop,
It's an
this is a
awesome
great
book.
Banner.
Thank you, Alex.
You like that?
I'm stoked
No.
for the Kill Journal.
I'm figuring it out. See, that's what this is all about.
It covers your entire top row's faces.
It's
I'm
too
glad.
big.
Yeah.
RJ, pay attention. You made this thing.
I was gonna say, Pops, I can help you make one that won't do that.
It's also he's also got a comment popped up. I'm sure if the comment.
Yeah,
wasn't there,
that was my fault.
That's a little low, but it's fine.
Little low.
Little low.
Learning things. I'm learning.
All right.
Get the Ketherbound.
Ketherbounds are my favorite. Phil,
Thanks, Rob.
It's my turn.
it's your turn,
All
Phil.
right, cool. All right. So I'm Phil. I'm, I guess, the creator and writer at Zade Comics, and we put out 2 books already. Magic Cop 1, which came out February last year, and then The Lost Pages, which came out, I don't know, a few months ago, like November or something. And now we just launched Friday, Magic Cop 2. So I guess the pitch for this is what if it's actually a mashup between Miami Vice and Halloween Town. So you're in a fantastical world where there's werewolves and witches and leprechauns and wizards. And you're following the detective who's the newest magic cop to the city. And in this story, they're hunting down a drug lord who's making this new drug called pixie dust, and it turns its junkies into wizards. So they have to deal with all of that. At the same time, that drug lord has hired a contract killer to kill off the police, and his name's the Headless Hitman. So he's a take on the Sleepy Hollow character, the Headless Horseman. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be like 90 pages. We have an awesome ash can with it as well. So definitely back Magic Cop 2 because it literally just launched. And we'll be posting stretch goals and all kinds of crazy stuff this week.
I'm sorry, Phil. Pops.
Yeah, I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it.
What happened?
Death Metal Her.
Death Metal Her. Congratulations, Luke.
That's Luke's sister's channel.
You've transitioned.
We're gonna take Luke and we're gonna put a little clip in his mohawk with the bright pink bow, and that will be him as his sister, and that is Death Metal Her.
Don't look in the chat. Look at the screen. Don't look at the chat. Look at the screen.
You know, Pops, you can delete the wrong one as well. Just throw it.
No, I try. I have to go over to YouTube to do that. And I
Oh my God, that's so hard.
You know.
Are you wait, Pops? Are you on a
I'll
Chromebook?
kick you all out just trying to show you something in my computer.
Oh, that's right. Shae explained to you how to put things in playlists
Yes,
today.
I'm
Yes,
not the tech
it's
guy.
fine. Pops, we'll
Phil
get
is
you
my
set up
tech
to be
guy.
a real YouTuber. We'll get you the plushy background
Yes,
crap
she
and
does
everything,
like-
so you can
she
be
helped me out
cam
today.
girl. It'll be fine.
She helped me out today so much. She helped me arrange my fucking videos. on my
I try.
computer.
I try. All right, Death Metal Her. It's your go.
You're up.
It's code. You see what Eric McIntyre said? DM her.
Oh my gosh, Luke's gonna hate me. Look at him just puffing a little heavier.
Oh, Jesus.
Whose shit is on fire?
That is a great idea.
No, that was earlier for me. I'm good now.
Oh, okay.
No, I heard an alarm. So
Yeah, I heard that too.
Is Phil? Do you? Okay, I'm just making sure that
Not
that's
a
like a
fucking chance,
microwave.
Wolverine.
No, it's not mine.
Okay. Luke.
someone's hot pocket is done.
Anyway.
Good boy.
Skull, you fuckers. I'm Death Metal Hero. You
Luke,
can
throw
find
it in
me
the
on
air.
Instagram, Twitter. Instagram, Twitter. I do this thing along of Doom, where I destroy your favorite radio songs by singing them like death metal, and usually just singing some straight. Anyway, I do a show called Topic List with Jason Bascom, which is just a very fucked up, fun hangout draw stream. So we do it on my channel and on Unhinged Entertainment. So come hang out. Also, back Absolute Book 2 because Jason is
Yes,
awesome, and I am doing a card for the campaign.
Yes,
sick.
and I am his editor,
Nice.
so definitely back. Absolutely.
You-
And I work in a
what-
comic shop. I work in my local comic shop. Place has been there since '86. I've been shopping there since I was 10. This is my living room.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
So the comic shop owes its existence to you, by the looks of it.
Right, clearly.
Single-handedly kept it in.
Most
in
of my collection has come from there.
In these trying times, every comic shop needs a Luke.
Yeah.
You think, if you think that this is
Eric-
ridiculous, you should see some of the other people that shop there.
That's fair.
Adam?
Eric, it has not launched yet. It launches on the 20th on Red Valkyrie. So make sure that
Nice.
you hang out with us. We're launching it at noon. It's going to be one hell of a day.
Nice. You know, in fact, Shae, it was cool, and if Jason, you're out there listening, I was on another stream where off camera they were like, okay, we're all gonna back a book that we've been hearing such good reviews about that we might have maybe didn't back it during the campaign for whatever reason. And Absolute was that book.
Oh,
that I think
sweet.
people are reading it and feeling super excited about it, and I think that's what I felt about it too. Like I read it and I was like, I'm genuinely impressed by this book. Like I'm hooked.
Oh, yeah. Jason
You know,
did
and
good.
he really did it. He really did it from the whole package. You know,
Oh, yeah.
like from this auteur, writer artist setting, and so I was super super impressed. And I think that people are, now that it's in people's hands, absolute one, people are reading it, and the word of mouth is moving.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Absolutely.
I'm
No
with you,
pun
Eric.
intended. I say this all the time. I say absolutely, and then whenever we talk about absolute, I always feel like a jackass.
Absolutely.
Like I'm exactly.
Absolutely.
Can we just zoom in on your belly, Adam?
I've got to turn this function off. It's like, this is not helpful. I don't know why they thought this.
Can we turn off the
I don't
keyboard
know why they
shortcuts?
thought that was helpful. It's like, I can understand if you're walking around, but I mean, what is this thing?
It took you that long.
goes-
I turned it right back off.
Jeez, yeah, I don't
Fun
need
time.
that.
Alex.
And if anybody missed it, though, on Phil's stream, on Phil's campaign, he has an 80s 7-Eleven Super Gold.
Oh yeah. I don't know if you
tier.
guys seen this yet. So this is the Magic
Oh,
Cup.
nice.
Did you
Hold
see
on,
this
hold
yet
on.
inside?
This is what I backed.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's the Magic Cup. Awesome art by Alan Alonso, who's doing a side story for us. And it's 32 ounces. Fill it with whatever you want.
I'll send you $10. Send 2 to Shae. I need some Slurpee.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you could get 2 as an add-on, and it cut down shipping on it, so people could add as many as they want. So.
He said, fill it with
I mean, you
whatever
gotta
you
have
want.
it.
What?
Yes, you could put popcorn in it too.
32-ounce popcorn. That's like, I'd be done with that before the movie.
Yeah.
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 I'm
Totally.
done with a giant thing of popcorn for the fucking movie these days.
See, and my son buys
Free
this
refills.
big thing. I got the Avengers one, the Avengers 10 right there from the theater, right? The AMC one.
Yeah.
And it's huge, right? I make a thing of popcorn and I put it in a Pringles thing and I eat it over 3 days.
Jesus.
I eat that much popcorn.
Bring your Magic Cup to the movies.
There you go.
#Magic Cup.
Man, I have almost 10 years worth, or however long they started doing them, but I have an Epic Theater near me. So I've got Doctor Strange, Thor, Spider-Man Homecoming, and the popcorn toppers with the little figures and shit like that, and all the way up to Avengers, Infinity War, and Endgame. I have no place to fucking put them all. They're cool, but I have no place to put them.
2 girls, 1 Magic Cup.
That joke's been overdone by Shane Davis.
That has it?
Yeah. Launch night, I was on his stream, and he was pulling up reactions of people watching that
Oh, God.
on stream. It was horrible.
Fantastic.
So, you guys, I want you to know there's a guy out there right now who has a book called Incantessi, and he's got 2 days left or something.
Mhm.
And he said if he reaches 3,000 quid or 2,800 quid English pounds, that he's going to shave his freaking head tomorrow night on my show.
Oh,
And if
no.
he reaches 4,000
It's like Piper.
quid, he's going to wax his freaking chest tomorrow night on my show.
Oh, no.
Y'all go back, Incantessi.
Back into the 3,000, but maybe not the 4. That just sounds.
Oh, no, he's a big hairy dude. It would be awesome.
It would be horrible.
Stop
Coming
right
from a
before
woman
4.
who has wax. That's not. Don't do that.
Would he scream?
Yes.
Yes,
Would he scream? Yes, that's
a lot, and probably cry.
Gets the views.
No.
Hey, Alex, do you want to introduce us?
I can
So,
I've been talking
Without
about
the
you two
laser
all
hand?
week.
that was for my introduction. I was introducing Laserhand. God, you're so mean. Go ahead, Shae. You first.
I don't want. No.
You first. You first. I need to vape, which means I need to pause.
Oh,
Red
Right.
vine.
Okay, so
Hold up
Excuses,
the bucket of
excuses.
red vine. Hold it
Alex and I'm not holding it up, Pops. It's on the floor where it's safely almost out of reach.
Wait, can we put red vines in the cup, Phil?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Oh,
why
awesome.
not?
That's definitely going in my cup. Red
What
Vine,
about
for sure.
Pickles?
Yeah, whatever you want.
I'm done. Apparently, I'm not going to introduce Red Valkyrie because my co-host won't shut the fuck up while they vape. Jerk face.
I missed you guys.
So for those of you who don't know, and who seem to like this horrible back and forth banter between me and my dick of a co-host,
I just want to say I love the Pops cosplay.
I don't cosplay on other people's channels. I cosplay on our channel, and that is it because I can control our channel.
I like your earrings, Shae.
Huh?
So I like your earrings.
Oh, thank you. I had to represent Red Valkyrie with the wings.
Very on brand.
Right? Exactly. I was like, I gotta be on brand somehow, and I don't feel like wearing my Red Valkyrie t-shirt, so I got earrings. But yeah, so we do indie comic reviews and interviews and writing prose, which eventually we might actually get into at some point tonight. We'll see. And then we also have Regeneration Cycle, where we just kind of all hang out and chill. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Show. I do like that. I like all your shows. You guys rock it. That's why I wanted you to be here, man.
Don't forget, you're the writer of a bonus story. And
we already talked about it. Why am I going to say it again?
Because it's part of your intro.
We
jackass.
already talked about it. It's already been discussed. Can I not be big anymore? That'd be great.
Okay.
This is a lot of big.
This look is for you.
So let's make him big. Who the hell are you?
Sai. Wait, can you zoom? Sai, can you zoom yourself out a bit so I can see that cleave?
No, go all the way in, all the way
At
in.
least he's
Nostrils all
honest
over
about
again.
his fucking motivations, yeah?
Oh no! Oh, what is that?
That's what you get, fucker.
I'm so scared. There we go. Yes.
You just want to see that Twitch and YouTube action over on the side.
Yeah, what's up with that? That background
Yeah,
is crazy.
that was in this picture when I downloaded it.
That's funny.
Stole
Look,
it.
he's got me over here, banned. Don't say
Are
banned
we
over
coming,
there.
Alex? Or
I'm deciding.
oh,
Red Valkyrie. YouTube.com/Red Valkyrie. We do all kinds of things. All kinds of things. Shae, show your recent painting.
oh, bitch! All right,
Show
hold
your
on.
fucking painting. Shut up, bitch.
Yes, I got to see that.
Bitch.
She's like, no, you're gonna put me back on the big screen again.
Bitch.
Okay, yep, that's very funny to watch your VTuber AV.
Bitch.
Now
I
it
like
just
how
sounds
you-
like you're belching.
I like how Sai's like, go show your recent paintings, as if I don't have to
Yeah.
walk around a fucking green screen to do that. And by the way, these are mostly green.
Oh,
Get a
that's
green
true.
screen out.
Let's see how they look.
Oh, that one didn't green screen out as bad.
Oh, that one looks good.
That's
Yeah,
not so
we can
bad.
see it all good. Yeah.
And maybe next time you can buy a whole canvas.
Oh, it's
There
great.
you go.
That one's cool.
There you go.
Yes.
Nice.
I like
The
that.
first one was on a wood, and the second one we actually talked about a little bit. It came out so fucking amazing, and she just whips these things out, and I want to punch her because I do not have artistic talent in a visual
Yeah,
medium.
just whip
She
them
sent
out.
me a
in
message.
3
She
to
said,
4 hours.
I got some paintings, and I was like, hand turkeys? And then she showed me what they were, and I was like, oh shit, wow! Because I thought she was gonna send me some hand turkeys.
I was not Googling, but like looking up on Twitter, like hashtag Magic Cop, and then I found your Magic Cop hand turkey. And I'm like,
Yes!
and I just recently liked it.
Just recently.
Yeah, I don't know why it wasn't liked by me.
Thanks so much.
Like a year later, a light
I was
comes through.
tagged in it. I must have not seen it. Back then.
You had to have seen it because I swear I showed you.
Oh,
because
you
you
gave the turkey
requested it.
cleavage too, which was hilarious.
I did.
Yeah.
I also when I
Why have I not seen this turkey?
He had
I'll have
butt
to pull
crack
it
and pepperoni nipples that went wonky eyed. They were wall-eyed nipples.
Oh, you talking about
But-
Cecil?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and he had butt crack.
As Cecil is wont to do.
All right, so,
Eric, I do not have carbon fiber titties.
Yes, you do. It's
No, he
They're
said
tight.
breastises.
They're a titanium mesh. Supple.
Yeah.
So what we were going to do was give CromCon an idea of what writing prose is like, but Adam is going to have to go, aren't you, Adam?
I know. I had this short stint, and I was jumping on. I was seeing if I could sneak in a window of time because I missed this team, and I need to be reminded that people like Luke exist because they're so cool, and I then go and live in a world without people that cool. And then Alex does this. And so I had to remind, because sometimes you get trapped in this Hollywood LA bubble. So, anyways.
Yeah.
Come hang out. We'll pop that fucking bubble for you anytime.
Yeah.
Pop that bubble.
Every Tuesday for Topic List, Friday for Regeneration Cycle, Sunday Writing Prose. Welcome anytime.
I will start throwing you a link. I will start throwing you a link, dude. I'll pest you with it. If you can come hang out. If not,
30 links for each show.
But please, I would love it. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely.
Alex, Luke, Shae, Mike, nice to meet you, and Pops as well, and Phil, I'll be seeing you.
Yeah.
Comic-related man.
That sounded like a
Good seeing you again, Adam.
I'll be seeing you.
If you're on
I'll be seeing you.
If you're on Facebook, join the Comic-Related Madness. You know what we're all about, man. I mean, we're all about everything you guys are doing. And
I'll shoot you the link, Adam.
Okay, thanks.
Phil, are you in Adam's, alleyway just stalking him? I'll see you soon.
I live across the alley.
The wrong way, but I'll see you later. Take care.
See you, man.
Oh, goodness.
I'll be the next to ruin the party. I got to go at about 7:15. So.
Lame.
Damn it.
That's 2 hours and 25 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah, well, 7:15 my time. So.
And you're in Hawaii, so you're good.
Yep. Right now, I wish I was, but yeah.
Yeah,
This is me nodding.
It's our time.
Down here.
Yeah,
no,
Goonies.
Isn't that what that dude in
all our time down here.
No, Mr. Hand. Mr. Hand in Fast
I thought you were quoting Sean Astin, something wholesome.
But this one's mine, and I'm keeping it.
Oh, that was Mouth. I'm taking it back. I'm taking them all back.
Taking them all back.
I'm in Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Martin Sheen on a coin.
Time, Mr. Spicoli, and I'm gonna hand your pepperoni out to everybody else.
Thank you, Ramen. I'm glad I could give you the creeps.
That's probably an accomplishment, because I doubt many things give her the creeps. So
Here, Pops, can you share my screen? I got the that special art.
Look at that.
Yes.
Nice.
I love where you always put the waist.
Yeah, they need a waist.
I love how you put the belt on an incline. That would
It's
hurt
fine.
so bad when it cinched right between the ring and pinky.
It's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
Beautiful.
I particularly really like the lack of wing that I apparently put in this one.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
I like the mullet.
Well, that
It's
is
that
all
80s hair.
I like the J's, man.
Oh, that's upsetting. I need to go down now. The more I look at it, the sadder I am.
I love the beak.
Harsh yet inviting.
Oh, Ramen, can we go a night where you don't mention your ex-husband?
No.
Sharky likes it.
Thank you, Sharky. It's very generous. Yeah.
Now,
All right,
I have
so,
asked Shae to make me a CRoM turkey hand. So
Yes.
sometime down the road, we will get CRoM.
you'll get a turkey CRoM. It'll happen.
And if you're not familiar with who CRoM is, I must
good
show you.
hell.
This little guy up in the corner up here, that's CRoM. He's
It's
our
a
little
little
green
monster guy.
troll, the comic-related madness mascot. He likes comics.
It's pretty cool.
He also can be anybody.
Okay.
I wish these images were bigger.
Can you see that though?
You mean,
That's
you
what
mean
she
like they
said.
were in the
Yes.
intro?
Yes.
I mean,
I
I
moved-
got a whole bunch of it, but I'm really no good at showing stuff off live. I always end up kicking myself off the screen and screwing everything up. So
Nice.
If I can
Don't
load it in the
get the big red
studio,
X.
then I can show it off. But if I have to go in my computer and get it, wrong move.
Oh,
Phil, I moved myself over for your viewing pleasure.
so you can see the background.
I want to see the background.
All right. So we're about 45 minutes in. Would we like to actually maybe start discussing something related to writing, or are we just going to say fuck it tonight? Because
Right?
So, look, I've been doing
Writing
it for
foes.
like hours and hours and hours, and I get loopy as fuck toward the end. So you guys do whatever you want.
it's so reassuring that the person running the stream is the one who is the most loopy of all of us.
Yes.
It's fantastic.
My face for once says it all.
There's no ceiling. There's no ceiling.
There is no ceiling.
There's no.
Is there a basement? Because I feel like we're hurtling towards
I'm
it.
in the basement.
Oh, good.
There's no spoon.
Good to know. Good to know.
And it's not my mom's. No, it's not my mom. Okay.
Not
There's
this
no
week.
other side of the frickin' nation.
I thought
Nice.
it was a fuck it night. Yeah.
No, Fade. I tweeted out Writing Pros CromCon special.
Didn't we already cover the topic for which you have assigned us
A
tonight?
little bit, but we were also one of the reasons we were doing it was because we were trying to get Gina Carano on.
We're
'cause
trying to get somebody to come out.
Oh yeah. Cancel
Okay.
culture. I
that would
understand
make a
that.
lot more sense.
Now,
And
we can talk about it a little bit, but we don't have to make it like the night thing. We can do your guys' thing first, what you normally do, your pros. And
that
do
was-
some
that was
actual
gonna be the
stuff
topic.
before I get too drunk, because you know.
The other part that we were going to talk about was kind of everybody's preferred like writing styles, methods, flavor,
Okay.
genre that we kind of gravitate to the most. I know that would be interesting with Mike, considering Mike has made it his mission to write something in every fucking genre that has ever existed. I'm still waiting for like the really sappy romance to come from you, because I feel like it's going to happen.
Oh, wait, man. Wait till Red Key. Let me, it's still like this giant superhero thing that's kind of everything that I have to say about superheroes. But the more I work on it, it's kind of turning into this like epic Romeo and Juliet romance story.
Nice.
Yeah, you had to go, bro. You had to go.
Oh my goodness. So why don't we start with everybody's kind of preferred writing, like method, style, genre, all that fun stuff.
Well,
And since Phil looks the most confused, we'll start with him.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's because I was thinking of my preferred. I don't know. I would say like probably most of the answers are going to be the thing that people are most comfortable with, right? So I would say I like writing narration. Like I think that's fun, you know. In action. So I don't know if like preferred style of writing. I don't know, because I did something similar to Mike, where like the Lost Pages had a lot of different genres. Like that was my attempt at working out my writing muscles through different genres and stuff. But I say, yeah, I think like I'm still getting the hang of the comic writing thing, but I like doing like what you guys saw in the Silhouette, where it's kind of this an internal monologue, kind of like a classic Batman-esque, comic where something you can't really get in other mediums, and kind of what makes comics so comic-y and awesome, where you have all this action going on, but you could still get a sense of emotion from what's going on in the character's head.
That comes from their pulp
I think,
roots.
yeah. So that, Shae.
That Shae. You hear that punctuation at the end of that?
Shae.
I know, right? He's like, "Hi, you didn't get me. I was ready-ish. It's fine. Ish. I always say that because let's be real. 9 times out of 10, Phil comes on our show and eats a sandwich. So
Yeah.
he's not eating yet,
That's
so we
why
must not
he's
be
got a
boring yet.
sandwich. cameo
I
in
guarantee
the
he'll have a sandwich
intro.
before we're done.
Yes, that's exactly why he has one.
He's looking over. He's like, no,
Where's
I
my
won't eat that
sandwich?
sandwich right there.
I came on with a milkshake, but I finished it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, at least there's that. Luke.
You know, I kind of draw some of like storyboard stuff out, like especially if it's like a big scene.
Mm-hmm.
Like I will literally storyboard out what happens and then go back and then stylize it, change the camera angles, play around with it. But sometimes I have to get it out visually for myself before I can, you know, get it straight, you know, down on paper. You know, sometimes it's just easier for me than typing out. Oh, then this happens. Then this happens. Then
Right.
this happens. You know, and that's, you know, since I'm usually drawing my own shit, you know, it doesn't matter. You know, so this is shorthand for me.
Gotcha.
But,
So what?
I love writing dialogue. I like dialogue.
Okay.
I like dialogue, and of course I like accents. I love dialects. I love listening to people talk. See how, you know, their patois. You know, listening
Right.
to what they say, how they speak, because it'll tell you exactly where they're from. You know,
Right.
you know, you have Anthony Figueroa with his Creole accent. You know, you can definitely tell he's from New Orleans.
He's
So
amazing.
this is
And, you know, when he gets into it, he's from New Orleans. You know?
what's really
And
funny
I love
about
it.
that
It's
is
awesome.
I've seen so many people that are trying, especially in comics, that are trying to get across an accent, and they're afraid of not having a grammatically correct sentence because they're like, yeah, but that's not how you say it. And it's like, that's how you speak it, though. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter, especially in a fucking speech bubble. Like, if it's in a speech bubble, if it's, you know, often on the side is narration, your narrator has a voice and has a cadence and has an accent, and your people have voice and cadence and accent.
Right.
It shouldn't be perfectly pristine.
Right.
It's like, and then I went to the store. And you're like, I went to the store. Like,
Well,
and you
right,
can,
I-
you can be
That's a wicked piss out of a
WENNA.
storm coming.
Let's,
Yeah.
let's,
Right.
let's say we're making like it's a Mexican character. You don't have to write a whole bunch of stuff to make it. All you have to do is say, "Hey, SA," and we know how dude sounds, right?
That's right, man.
The sound comes
You know
through
about
line right away, and everything he says after that comes with that. Hey, SA, what's
Exactly.
going on? What's happening? You know, you see what I'm saying?
Well,
You have to use
just
one
Every
word
Mexican
in the
person I've ever
dialect.
met.
One word in the
Right,
dialect,
of
and they
course.
put you there.
Well, yeah, it's.
I gotta go.
Go ahead, Luke.
Not just dialogue, listening to the way people talk and being genuine with it.
Did you just say listening to the white people talk?
The way
Listening to the
people
way-
talk.
No.
You
know what? Hold
pull.
Luke, you can't.
Quit
Don't
shaking the
take
jar,
offense. Don't take offense. When we have Kami Mark on, when we have
Oh, I know.
Wooly, when we have fucking Lucifer Storm, who has one of the
Wooly.
clearest accents in the fucking world.
I mean, that's
Size
a
like-
almost
what'd
a
they
prim
say?
and proper British accent. It's right up here. How could you not understand him?
Well, I get him. Wooly is fucking crazy, man. I'm
Wooly,
like,
he doesn't get
what-
it. Like,
what-
Wooly and I won't get it all.
Of course, it's a proper Scottish accent. We done here. I can
Yeah, so it's-
No,
he's-
when Wooly
pretty
starts
hard.
talking, Sai will be like, I didn't get that last bit in my DMs, and I'm like, so Wooly, when you said this point of da 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 da, just so Sai could be in the conversation.
Now, see, I had Wooly on yesterday, and that's the first time I ever talked to him. And it was like, I've learned already to pay very close attention to people that have a different dialect. Okay?
Can I get closed
You don't
captioning?
want to be going, huh? What? What'd you say? Can you say that again? You don't want to do that in the middle of the interview, you know? So
Yes, Sai.
I've learned, man, to like get up in here, get up close to the speaker and hear what you're saying, you know?
Ramen agrees. See, the audience is with me.
Oh my gosh. Ramen, shut up.
Ramen, I'm refunding your donation.
Oh, terrible.
But yeah,
Mike.
But yeah, I'm totally speaking the language. You see what I'm saying? It's like, there you go.
Mike, what about you? What's your preferred writing method?
Yeah, full script and like the way I do it is like I start with the outline, and the outline's where I have the most fun. Like by the time I'm working on the script, I've kind of seen the movie in my head like 2 or 3 times over, so it's just kind of like grunt work at that point. But yeah, the outline is just literally like I like type out 1 through 22, and I just write like 2 or 3 sentences like saying what happens on each page. Like I guess in terms of like structure and the way I approach writing, it's kind of like in the vein of like Morrison or Nolan, where it's like very plot focused, and then once I'm in the scripting and doing dialogue, that's where I try to add like some of the character nuance and emotion and all that stuff. Like all that stuff isn't present all the way till the end. Like it's just idea, plot, structure, and once it's kind of close to how I saw it in my head, you know, that's when I'm like, all right, this is ready to start actually being written full script. And in terms of genre, I mean, like you said, I'm kind of all over the place. Like I feel like I say this like every stream I'm on, but that whole quote about being like a glutton for entertainment, like I kind of like everything. I guess like superhero and horror would be like my favorite genres across like everything, but I like it all. Like, you know, again, like Deep Well's a Western. I mean, if all I care about really is like story and is it compelling.
Poncho, that is a very good point. Shakespeare didn't write his plays grammatically correct. He wrote them in a way that would suggest to the actors how to play the scene. And that's, I think that's something that a lot of people get worried about doing. Oh, Pops. That they get worried about doing in comics. Or that they try to do, but they do in such a way that, like, when you're reading it, if it hasn't already become clear what the accent is supposed to be and you're going through and reading it, I've had people who've been like, well, that's how they speak. And I'm like, okay, I need you to verbally say this sentence, because I have no idea what you're trying to highlight, but I feel like whatever you're trying to highlight, you emphasize the wrong areas or put the accent in the wrong place. It's like, so you say it, and then I'll see if I can figure out how to help you transliterate that a little bit better.
Like sometimes that's cool, but I mean, it's really easy to go overboard with that stuff. Like if you read like, I mean, I love 100 Bullets, but if you read some of Brian Azzarello's work, like all he does is kind of that like phonetic like accent stuff, and there are some pages where you're just like, I have no idea what any of these characters are saying.
Yeah, and that's kind of the problem, is like, regardless of what you want the accent to be from that character, everybody kind of almost has to have like a middle ground medium that has 1 or 2 words that punctuate and kind of remind you that this is one of the things that they do. But it can't be every fucking word. If it's every word in the sentence,
it's
you're
like
going to be
Gambit
like,
with Mon Ami, you know.
Yeah,
Colossus
exactly.
With Bosch is moi, you know.
Because every time you read, you'll read it. And it's so fun. You'll read this sentence, and then you get a mon ami at the end, and that whole sentence just changed in your head to French.
That's why I said you put it at the beginning. Hey, hey.
Yeah.
Pops, that doesn't work for everything, damn it.
Well, you know, reading
You ever
dialogue
met a
out
Mexican
loud,
person?
You know?
I lived in Phoenix for 35 years.
We just had
a lot of Mexican
Poncho.
friends.
We have a very eloquent piece, and you're over here going, we should have said A-S-A. Shakespeare didn't write his plays grammatically. It's terrible. Oh my
Cheech
god.
Marin and Shakespeare in the same show? We can't do that.
I think we know why Pops is
Cheech and Chong doing Shakespeare?
I love doing that.
Alex. Alex?
Shut up, I was muted.
I did not mute you.
Alex, would you like to weigh in?
I've been weighing in this entire fucking time.
You're right back.
I was going to say, I had no doubt about why Pops was Twitter banned, and the stream just really drove it home. But yeah, I'm just a poor cyborg from East LA, SA, and
I'm trying to get you to comment on the topic and not continue the racism.
Oh, damn it! I was with you on the racism. I think that you should write in the language of whatever your character is. I think that you should use slang. I think that you should have an editor who's willing to not be such a tight ass and who can actually work with you to make shit sound right. Because each character has a voice. If everyone's worried about being grammatically correct throughout, if you're worried about making everyone sound grammatically correct throughout the entire thing, everyone's going to be Mr. Spock or
Take my shirt off.
Data on a really shit day. No, you should not, Pops.
Please do not.
There's this big X at the top of this tab, and it's looming.
The whole panel just drops out. Pops tries to pull a Wolvie, and we all just.
No, he said.
Nope out.
Look, he said at least.
I saw it.
In, yeah, so I was like, oh, do I need to like?
Please don't, Pops. Keep your shirt on.
Do I need to cosplay Wolverine?
No, not necessary. Not a necessary part.
Yeah, I ain't shaving the top of my head anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So, Alex, what's your preferred writing style?
I don't really have one. I go in whatever genre I'm in. So I like writing sci-fi. I really like writing sci-fi, and I think it's because it appeals to the
cyborg in you.
Well, yeah.
The cyborg aspect of
the part of me that's fascinated with science and technology, and the chance to be able to get that right when so many writers don't. So while I was out of the country, Shae sent me so much sci-fi, and it was awesome. But she sent me sci-fi that's geared towards a young adult audience, and I'm just like, oh.
Look, okay, when somebody asks you to send a bunch of books that are not your cup of tea, and you have Amazon as your guide, the fuck are you supposed to do? You type in sci-fi bestsellers, you see what pops up. It all happens.
Not click young adult. Not click young adult, because they all said YA on them. They all said YA.
Those are the bestsellers, right?
They were the bestsellers.
Sorry, I got you.
I got 3 hard sci-fi books at the end.
You could just drive them to Sci. Like
that's true.
You're close enough now. Save your $5 of shipping.
save your 19-day media mail and.
Do you listen to audiobooks? Because I've got lots of audiobooks.
I'm gonna say no, and I'll tell you why. My audio is always occupied by this bitch.
That makes sense.
How are you supposed to read?
I work.
I just read.
Yes, I just
Sai ignores.
Okay.
ignore and reads. That's what happened. Sai, I work for 8 to 10 hours a day, Monday through Friday. I'm sure that you could find some.
You mean nap time? Oh.
Fucking whatever. I will draw up a list for you and I'll fucking send it to you and you can check them out.
Thank you, Luke.
How's that?
Frog G's asking if you got Sunsworn. Yes, I need to send it to Sai though.
Indeed. I read the first 3 chapters as a teaser. Shae sent them to me while I was overseas.
Oh, I did. All right, so writing styles, I guess I just leaves me, unless Pops has any writing that he dabbles in that he doesn't tell anyone about.
Well, I don't dabble in actual writing, but I do have an opinion or a style that I prefer.
Okay, let's hear it.
But, I mean, I like a thinking man's book. Okay, I like something that makes you think, that has double, triple meanings, that goes deeper than just what's on top. Okay, a good example of that in a comic genre would be the Nexus novel by Mike Baron. Okay, it makes you laugh, it makes you think, it is deep, it goes deeper, and you better read it 2 or 3 times if you really want to get everything he's trying to tell you. Not that he's trying to tell you, I don't want to make it sound like a message thing, but if you want to catch all the jokes, all the nuances, all the innuendos, you're never going to get it the first time through. I don't care who you are. It's a thinking man's book. That's the kind of stuff I like. I like stuff that makes me think.
So we have a little tradition on our channel, and I'm going to let Luke do it, even though we don't have the GIF right now.
You choosy cyborg. GIF.
It gets deep and goes deeper. Go ahead, Luke.
So phrasing. We're not. That's not a thing. We're not doing that anymore.
No.
Thank you, Luke.
We're not doing. There's something else we're not doing anymore, Luke. We're not asking people about what their heavy metal band is anymore.
There you go.
Okay, I gave that one up because of my response the first time. Do you remember what's your favorite heavy metal band and why is it? And you went,
Oh, right.
so I changed it. Now it's what's your favorite Facebook group and why is it the comic related madness?
Nice.
Y'all can answer that if you want.
Go ahead, Pops. Why? Why is it?
No, it just is because it's about networking and promoting and getting everybody seen. And that's why it's the best Facebook group out there. You don't even want to go into the next topic, do you?
We can. So I haven't weighed in on my writing style or anything, but I usually don't. I usually skip past me and just keep the conversation going.
Okay, well, how about you don't this time and give
I know we're not on my channel, so it's harder to skip because I don't control things.
Shae, what's your writing style?
Yes,
What's your favorite genre?
I will choose GIF t-shirt. I think I did put it up on the RV store. If not, I will put it up on the RV store soon. It's worth a purchase.
Choose Jeff.
Right. So I typically prefer. Sai, are you mouthing?
Fuck you. I was muted again.
You need to learn to stop muting your mic.
Fuck you, Luke.
Are you laying down? Did you just lay down?
I crossed my legs. I crossed my legs. How would my camera see me across the room in my bed, you asshole?
I assumed you took it with you. Anyway, so for me, I typically like writing. Poetry is what got me into writing, and short stories that are one shots because then I don't have to maintain. Sai, I swear I will bitch slap you across this panel. Then I don't have to maintain storylines in my head because I have a little bit of a memory issue, so I tend to forget what I've done or established, and I don't want to be that person that like magically brings somebody back from the dead without any explanation because I forgot I killed them 3 chapters ago. But yeah, if I'm gonna go for a genre, look at the puppy. Oh, if I'm going for a genre, I actually really like horror and just kind of darker themes because I think it's really hard to get right, and a lot of people that write horror, I read stuff and I go, oh, that's creepy, but it doesn't actually scare me, and that's usually because they pick like an axe murderer, and I'm not a small individual. So
what about that book you were telling me about?
Junji Ito?
No, the one with the guy in the basement keeping the women. And he owned the store.
Isn't that real life?
And he was standing out on the street watching the chick undress in her room through her basement windows.
Oh, you. Right. Yeah.
Me?
It's called You.
Oh.
Yeah, that was not. I mean, eventually he locks her in the basement of a bookstore. That's after killing her previous boyfriend in the same basement. Yeah, I like psychological thrillers. I like darker things. I like Edgar Allan Poe, Junji Ito, that kind of stuff. That's just really kind of fucked up. And Luke and Sai can attest to the nightmares that I have that I've decided to start profiting off of, because if I'm going to have something that's going to scar me for life, I might as well write it down on paper, have somebody illustrate it, and scar the rest of you motherfuckers.
I mean, might as well make waking life a bit more comfortable if sleeping life is going to be fucking hell.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. I have nightmares where, like, I think one of my most recent ones was a dude standing, like I had my computer set up, my little shitty MacBook, and just off behind it in this dream was a dude in like a wife beater with a fucked up mask and everything, and he jumped on the bed and put his knees on my chest, and then I couldn't move. And he talked about how he could fucking kill me right here. And shit like that. And so, you know, like I wake up in that kind of a panic where I'm like mid panic attack and barely breathing, in the exact same fucking setting as the dream, which means that I get to turn on all the lights and then go back to sleep with all my lights on, to make sure that that shit doesn't become real, because it's super fucky.
Did
What?
Never mind. So was he?
Is that why you don't sleep with a gun under your pillow?
I sleep with a hunting knife next to my bed.
There you go.
And that
Was
night
he
I went to
wearing-
sleep with a hunting knife.
Was
I
he
got
wearing a
one.
bandana around his head?
No, he was not wearing a bandana.
And
around his
instead
head.
of a machete, he had an omnibus of like 90s comics.
No.
And his
no,
name
no.
was Will Perdomo.
It was not Will. It was about 2 Will sizes, so you know you have to make him a lot bigger than Will Perdomo.
Oh my God.
No, yeah, it was just super fucked up. So that kind of shit fascinates me as to why it scares me, and that's why I want to write it. I want to write stuff that I think will hopefully scare other people. Because I'm a sick fuck.
You want to elicit an emotional response.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's the underlying theme of everything that I write. I like my writing to have a lot of emotion, and I like my writing to force people to feel specific emotions.
Now the world knows. Hey,
Yeah,
don't-
if you're gonna read my
you know.
shit, a lot of my shit's gonna make you feel a certain way. Even my mini story for Marty, the backstory that I did for the Kill Journal, it's a lot more mild, but it still definitely was written in a way to make you feel regret, because of what a very young-minded teenager decided to do, and basically throwing a temper tantrum as a small child would, and then ending up losing one of the most important people in her life as a result. So that's kind of what I try to do. And yeah, I agree with Eric. Junji Ito is a very disturbed man and is one of the most fascinating people to read, because his writing is just insanely fucked up. If you've never read it, I simultaneously recommend and do not recommend it. I recommend it, and
High
then
praise.
like I started reading Tomie because I was like, this is where everybody starts. You all start with Tomie. So I have Tomie. I have another one that I can't remember, and then I have No Longer Human. And I had to stop. Like, I was binge reading Tomie, and I had to stop because I was getting to a point where I felt like there was shit around me at all times. Like, day, night, didn't matter. It always felt like there was something just right there. And it's because of the way that he writes and how all of his baddies are just kind of forever pervasive. Like, they never fucking... There's nothing that gets rid of them. They don't die. They just... Even when you think that you've killed them, they just replicate into more of them, and it's worse. So, you okay, Alex? You having problems?
Yeah, my OBS crashed, so I had to fix that. And it's kind of like 3 different things running, so I had to figure out what was what. So I didn't pop in with my real face.
Oh my gosh. No, I was just reading one of Eric's things where he said, the one with the kid that ate nothing but cooking oil made me feel gross. That was one of the most disgusting stories from Junji Ito I think I've ever read. And it was like the whole family just kept eating cooking oil.
Ugh.
Like more and more and more, and they were secreting it, and then like their dad basically becomes consumed by it and turns into a giant lard of cooking oil. It was so fucked up. Like everything about it was fucked up. It was just...
Yeah, Ito is one of Selena's favorite manga creators, like, of all time. So yeah, like, I've seen a lot of this stuff through osmosis and read some of it. Like, what's the one with the cracks in the cave walls that people are like sliding into? And
Yes.
disappearing?
Holy fuck! That.
Yeah.
And it's not.
Yeah, so
And they
yeah,
come.
I saw it on YouTube.
It's just, well, and there's the woman. So they actually did an anime series where they animated Junji Ito shorts.
Mhm.
Holy fuck! It is so good and so creepy. They had like a woman who is one of the most acclaimed models in the world, and she's like the most hideous creature you will ever lay eyes upon. But she's so, like, she has such an allure about her because she's so disturbing, and she has a way of like hypnotizing people. And they basically take photos of her because they're terrified of her. And when they tried to ditch her in the woods during like a photo shoot, she basically hunts them down and turns into this like gigantic fucking tentacle-y type monster thing and just murders the lot of them. It was fucking terrible. It was so scary. There's also the neighbor, like an old lady that lives across the way, and since in a lot of like the smaller Tokyo towns, or Japanese towns, the houses are really, really close to each other. There's very, very small gaps between one house to the next. And so there was like a kid sleeping in his room, and a woman would beckon him from her window to come over, and he was totally creeped out by her. And so he kept trying to ignore her. And eventually she ended up stretching across the alleyway. And it was like when he pulled open his blinds, it was like her eye, like staring at him, and she was calling to him to come over, and he was so fucking creeped out. It was like, it's just messed up shit like that. It's body horror, and it's demons and all kinds of fucked up shit.
That's fucked.
Woke up once and saw a red mist above my bed when I was a kid. I was a lucid dreamer back then, and I don't think I was dreaming. I could tell it wasn't a good spirit. I wasn't that scared, really.
Yeah, I think that Pancho's probably got the same kind of feeling I do. If there's something out there that proves evil, then that also means that absolute good has to exist. So it turns into like, all right, bitch, let's do this. The floating heads that would hang people, that one I didn't read, but I've heard of. There's a lot of fucked up. Like, Junji, if you ever want just a really super fucked up thing, go check out Junji Ito. It's really messed up. Anyway, that was sorry, I fangirled.
No, that's cool. That's why we're here. Tell people about stuff they might not know about. That's cool.
All right. So the topic we were going to get into, if we got lucky enough to actually get Gina Carano to come hang out with us, was cancel culture, because that would make the most sense.
I would just be, I'd be hitting on her the whole time.
Yeah, we know, Phil. We would have told Pops to not let you in.
Oh my god.
It was like, you can let him in, but you have to mute him.
No, I mean, look.
That's how we would have kept her here.
This is a very basic subject for me. If you don't like something, that's fine. If you tell somebody else not to buy it, you're a piece of shit. It's not your business how somebody else spends their money, what they like. You don't convince them not to like something. That's crazy. We're all trying to put food on the table, man. You don't tell people, don't back that guy's book. If you do that, you probably won't get my support. I don't care who you are, what you're doing. That's just, canceling people in that way is just wrong. If you don't want to back them, that's your money. That's fucking cool. You know? I mean,
see, I'll even go a little bit further. I don't think that it's bad if you want to, explain why it is that you don't like something, or why you don't want to back something.
If somebody comes to you personally and asks you why you have that opinion, that's fine. You explain it to them. But when you go out publicly,
I don't give a shit if you want to offer it up. I just might not listen to you.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. If you go out publicly and you're trying to damage somebody, I'm not down with that. I mean, I'm just not down with that. You have your own money to spend.
One of the things that I've seen happen, sadly, a lot more frequently, that's it's really upsetting, is there will be some kind of a personal dispute or a professional dispute amongst creators, right? It happens. You have a lot of people that are very passionate and hot-headed about what they've got or their IPs or their vision for something. And sometimes they butt heads. Totally understand that. That's expected. If that happens and you end up having a falling out, one person going to the rest of the community talking shit about the first group of people and then saying you guys should boycott this, if you backed it, refund. I started seeing this from other creators. All that it does is show the rest of us the kind of person that you are. Because there's times where I was looking at stuff and I was like, I don't typically refund. If I back something, even if I drunk back something and then I wake up and go, I don't have the money, I still typically am not like, okay, I need a refund. Like I'll eat the cost and maybe it's a ramen week. I don't know. Like whatever we got to do. But there's been a couple of times. There's been a couple of times where I was like, I haven't really liked how these creators have been sniping back and forth at each other, and I'm thinking about possibly, maybe I should consider refunding. And then I'll watch one of them come out and be like, tell them that if I'm not on this project, then you're not going to back it and boycott it and refund. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to go back it again now just because of this. Right. Yes. And it's not even that I'm like, I don't even necessarily like how maybe everybody has handled. Maybe I think some people have handled things poorly and other people have handled it well, or maybe all sides have handled it poorly, but like you put me in a position where I'm like, well, now you want to control my wallet.
The choice is always going to be fuck you.
Exactly.
This is my money. If you tell me I shouldn't back that guy because you had a beef with him, I'm probably going to look at you funny. Don't tell me how to spend my money.
Yeah.
Ever.
Well,
okay? If you're promoting a book and you like a book and you think it was great and you want to tell me how great it was, that was fine. Tell me how great it was. If you think it sucked, it's subjective. I might not think it sucks. I might really have liked that book. Don't tell me not to buy that book.
Right. Well, and there's even situations where like there's books that I've really liked and then I've watched how people have acted and they're coming around saying like, oh, everybody who's in Comicsgate are a bunch of Nazis and blah blah blah, and I'm like, dude, I fucking liked your writing. What the hell? Like, yes. I actually wanted to know what happened in your next book. And now I'm like, well, I can't give you money. Like, after you did that, I can't fund you.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, don't go shit on other people.
Exactly.
You're only hurting yourself. Okay? Because this is my take. People who deserve to be canceled usually cancel themselves. They do not need anybody's help. They do not need promotion. They will do something stupid and nobody will back them anymore. Period.
It's because they're constantly living in fear of fucking up. They're constantly walking on eggshells and they're constantly in fear of fucking up, so they will fuck up.
Yeah.
Or
if you live as a genuine person, you don't have to worry about fucking up.
Very true.
That's the thing.
Exactly. That's why when I go, hey, I'm not worried about it because I know I don't do anything bad by it. I was pointing out an easy way to lead into this is a Mexican accent. I hung out with Mexicans all my life. I lived in Phoenix for 35 years. I got all kind of plans.
You're still terrible.
Everything. It's wonderful. People are people. People are people. We are all people. Do y'all understand the shake the jar theory? You take 100 red ants and 100 black ants and you put them in a jar and they won't do shit. You pick that jar up and you shake it and you pour them out and they'll all kill each other. Because the red ants think the black ants did something shitty and the black ants think the red ants did something shitty, but it was the person that shook the fucking jar.
Yeah.
That's the shitty person. Okay?
Yeah. I like that.
Who's shaking the jar?
I did see that recently. Yeah, it's
I post it all the time. I'm sure
somebody was doing that in reference to politics, but it's true in a lot of these different areas. You have usually somebody outside of that entire community that is agitating the community and then walking away because it's not their community.
Yeah.
Yes. don't shake the jar. That's
All right,
that's
what's up, Mike? You've been trying to say
Yeah,
something for a minute.
yeah. Like, let me weigh in real quick, and then I gotta dip out. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
So the way I'm looking at this, like, all that stuff is true, but like, when you gave the topic, I thought of it in terms of like something like the Chrono situation or something more like high profile, high scale.
Right.
So in cases like that, I actually think that cancel culture is something that's kind of like burning itself out and is becoming less and less effective, like the further ahead we get, you know. I don't think it means anything at this point, because we're so polarized that it's this thing of like let's look at her pay scale. Like, she was getting like between 25 and 50 grand per episode. That's for an actor, that's nothing. Especially when you consider that the check is coming from Disney. So there's the pay, right? And then there's the fact that if all these people are such assholes and just waiting for the chance to backstab you, why would you want to work with them anyway? And at this point in her career, she's built up an audience that's going to be loyal to her regardless. I mean, I do think she's in the right, but that's besides the point. Like, she's built up her own audience that's going to follow her wherever she goes. I mean, it's kind of like the higher end of Comicsgate, right? Like, you know, Ethan got pushed out, but he essentially had his own built-in audience.
Yes.
So in terms of like, oh, we're gonna get this guy canceled or this woman can't, it's like, who cares? Like, all you're doing is giving her a pay raise. Like, it sucks for us because like I don't get to watch Mandalorian anymore because I canceled that shit. But
but see,
but I wouldn't have.
Was it Disney or was it Lucasfilm?
I mean, it's one hand washes the other.
Suspicions of who it was.
Like,
so, Kathleen Kennedy fired Gina Serrano. Let's just say it.
Well, sure, but let's say the higher ups at Disney proper, like, if they weren't okay with it, do you think realistically that still would have happened?
Yes, because I know who Kathleen is.
I don't think it would have.
I don't think it would have either.
I mean, she got notified literally with the press release. I mean, could Kathleen Kennedy go to the guy that does the press release and say, hey, she's fired, do it? Sure. But they're certainly standing behind it.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
That's because nobody is willing to take responsibility and say, I fucked up. No, I mean, nobody's willing to stand against it. That's the thing. You know?
There you go. Right.
And the thing that irritates me the most is the double fucking standard. Like, if you're no rules for thee and not for me bullshit. Fuck you.
Right.
Rules for everybody across the fucking board.
There you go. And
ultimately, like, especially when we're talking about the higher level stuff, I think less and less it's going to be relevant to these people's careers because they're just getting boosts in their careers. Now, again, on the smaller side of things, like, you know, what we see where, like, there's one creator trash talking another creator, or there's a falling out creatively on a project, like, that's a whole other thing because we're dealing with way smaller audiences, way smaller visibility, and way smaller budgets. But, you know, when you
can get hurt a lot more.
Exactly. That's a whole other thing. But, like, I wish I could hang out longer. It's always a pleasure hanging out with you guys, and I'll try to be here next Sunday, all right?
Yeah, it sounds great, Mike. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Make sure you guys go and check out Deepwell and get on the mailing list for the Red Key.
Thanks so much. All right, later, guys.
Bye. So one of the things that I was kind of getting at, I've seen a lot of people in the chat that were saying, like, I don't refund. If I back, I back. If I decide that I'm going to sell the books after, then, you know, that's my choice.
I've been that far behind. I'm sorry. I didn't.
No, you're good. You're good. Don't worry about it. It's, you don't gotta, I'm talking about something that happened a while ago. Okay. But yeah, so for that kind of situation, like, I've gotten books that I genuinely hate that are just terrible. I'm not gonna lie. I've backed books that I fucking hate. I've backed books that I read and was like, that.
Any of mine?
Look, the very first book I ever promoted, the very first book I promoted and tried to get dude funded, put my all into, I just read it a couple weeks or like a month ago during the last con when the power went out for a couple hours, and I was sitting here with the candles, and I was like, I'm finally going to read this book because the dude pissed me off, so it took a long time for me to look at the book. It was horrible. I couldn't even get through it. And it wasn't because of him, it was because of lack of editing. Period.
Oh yeah. Oh, people think that they don't need an editor, and as an editor, let me just tell you, even if you didn't hire me or Sai, you need a fucking editor.
Yes,
okay.
You need Chuck.
You need somebody.
You need Phil. You need Piper. You need somebody.
You need someone outside of your creative team to look at your shit. Because you and your creative team are tainted as far as what the story is supposed to be and what is supposed to happen. And it's very difficult for you to pick up on the issues. Jim, I will not keep it down, damn it.
Jim, you need to just come out here and be quiet. That's what you need to do. Are you at work or are you at home, bro?
And then the comments of like so there's people that I didn't refund that I probably should have. There's people that have pissed me off and I still didn't refund, but I've refunded accidental doublebacks, which have happened a couple of times. Usually if it's, I refund them if they're double back at like the $70 tier, because I'm like, I love you, but I can't afford that twice. Holy shit. Or I've had creators refund me in tissy fits of bitchitude.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's juicy.
I've had people that have gotten upset at me on a personal note and refunded my backing of their book.
Wow.
And what happens when you do that? I'm just gonna let people know. What happens when you do that with Shae is Shae then takes that money, goes and finds another creator that is far more deserving than you, and dumps it in one of the best, like the highest tiers that I can. Just as another fuck you.
Yes, and then I'll post about it. I got this back, so I went and read. And you don't name names. See, this is the whole thing. Everybody has people they have problems with.
You see, there was once a fat, greasy fuck, and
Everybody has people they end up having a problem with.
I mean, there's a couple.
My best thing is to leave people behind.
There's a lot of those around.
You know?
Yeah, but
just leave them behind. I don't talk about them anymore. I don't name their name anymore.
The only time that I ever end up naming names is if they don't stop. So if it's like, if you just refund me and that's it, like you have your little baby temper tantrum, that's fine. I know, right, Ginge? That's what I was saying. I was like, good fuck, bitch, fine. And if all it was a refund, it would be fine. If it's a refund and then you're constantly harassing me, friends, family, doxing me. I've been doxed a couple of times. It's been super fun.
This right here, this what he's talking about right here, a book I backed. I spent a lot of time trying to promote and get funded, helped him out. Never got it.
Don't do that.
Dude sent him a link to the store so he could buy it.
Don't do that.
What?
Don't do that. See, and that's another thing. A lot of
dick move.
A lot of people have started doing this. Put it in the store before your backers get it. Fucking stop that shit. Stop it.
No.
Stop it right now. I know there's like 3 people who have been doing this, and every time I see it, I'm like, you motherfucker. I backed your book. Yes. Like, where is my copy? And I swear to you, they're like, oh, we got it. And so to really show our backers how much we care and love and support.
You actually messaged them?
One of them has messaged all of the backers after making a public announcement about this. And they said, don't worry, as a special thank you, we're going to offer you guys a discount to get this version that'll be in stores. And I'm like, I already bought it. I already
no discount. Give me my fucking book.
That's grifting.
But it's because they took the graphic novel and they chopped it into chapters, and then are releasing chapters to the store. Very similar to a very popular red cock we all know.
Yep.
Shae, was this the one that put it on sale for like 60% off?
Yes.
Oh.
Before you got the book, he put it on sale for 60%
I
off.
still don't have the book. What do you mean before I got the book? I still don't have the
Is this the
fucking
one that
book.
ran another campaign also?
Hey, Tyler Carpenter made a #1 hit off that book.
Maybe. All I know is he was like,
Punch
I'm
it.
really excited because it's going to be in stores. And I was
Yes.
like,
And we were like, yeah.
oh,
it.
or
When do I get my copy?
putting your tiers for a final blowout because you bought too many of a specific tier and then putting it on sale for a super discount for your last 48 hours of your campaign.
He needed Vegemite.
Before you ever send any of the books out to and like it drives me nuts because I'm like, you just spent 58 days of people paying a full price for this exact book that you then discounted so heavily for the last 48 hours. There is nothing like completely shitting on everybody who helped support you up to that point than doing that. You fulfill your price, your books, your price, your tiers. You fulfill all of that shit to the people who already paid for it before you do anything like that. If you have excess, it's fine. Guess what you do? You do a second chance campaign and you sell the excess there.
And
You go to Webtoons until you fulfill.
this is what Pops is talking about. Them doing that, hopefully, is them canceling themselves. You know, that's them
Exactly.
tripping over onto their face, and hopefully the smart backers will, know better next time.
Well, if
Yeah.
that doesn't do it,
We
their
have-
artist
we
will
have-
do it for them, and their other artist will,
All of their artists will do it for them.
who are currently in
We have to
revolt. Go
trust
ahead,
the
Luke.
intelligence of the consumer. We have to
Exactly.
trust that they are smart enough to see that this is bullshit, and I don't want to support that.
Right.
Because
And
you
the thing
cannot
is,
tell people what they can spend their money on. You can't tell them what they can't.
Jim, we're
buy.
talking about like 5 different people right now.
Yeah, we're talking about a whole
We
bunch
had a
of
couple of them.
This general
Um,
idea-
It bounced around a bit.
Yeah, that you can, that you can
Crikey.
use crowdfunding to get a bunch of capital so you can springboard to something else. No. You are getting the capital to fund this fucking
book.
book for this fucking campaign.
Exactly.
We're not doing this for any other fucking dreams. If you make enough money on this campaign, then you reinvest it and you build slowly. That's exactly what Brian Polito did with his Kickstarter campaign.
Exactly.
He started out small. $40,000 that first campaign. That's all he made, right? He made
Every
enough to
campaign
get the
has
books
made
out.
more.
Made more. He just made $400,000 on his most recent campaign. He does one of these like every 4 or 5 months.
And I want to
It
say
took
this is not a
time.
negative press campaign. Like some people go out and do the negative press thing and try to get people to back them just because they, are getting banned here, there, whatever. Like, come talk to me. I got banned. You can't use the negative press campaign. You got to have a
Right.
good product.
Excellent quality.
The chat's brought up a good point. Can you highlight the first of the 2 Gingertons in a row? Because
That one,
there was an argument in a DM group. I'm going to say argument. Maybe I'm overemphasizing it. There was a discussion in a DM group about people who really hate this. Let me be clear about my opinion because I don't feel I was clear there. If you do that shit and you announce it up front,
Watch it.
if you do your IGG and you've already got the book funded out of your own pocket, good on you. But tell your customers. That's
Right.
it. That's it.
Full
If you
disclosure.
believe in your shit, enough to have invested your own money to pay the artist, to pay the colorist, to pay the letterer, and do all that stuff because you have confidence in your book, you want to sell your book, and you want to come to the audience with a completed book already, do it. Just tell them that that's what you did. So they're not like, I have to help push this across the finish line.
Well, and that's the thing. I feel like it's so childish when people are like, I want to be a part of them succeeding. You are a part of them succeeding. This is somebody who put their neck on the line to try and get something funded. Somebody who probably, had to cut back on other expenses or had to
take years.
Take years and years to do something because they're funding this shit out of pocket. You are helping them succeed.
hell yes.
And if somebody says that the book is coming out regardless, why, like, how can you honestly be so like simple-minded that you helping back them isn't really helping them because it's already done? Like,
it's narcissism. You want to be the person that helps them. Yeah.
It's not just, it's that whole, I'm so altruistic, I'm such a saint. And it's a disgusting ego.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you can be involved. I mean, you're just helping them, not have to live like a fucking savage anymore because they don't have to live on noodles for the next 3 years again.
That's what crowdfunding was designed for.
Right.
That translates to everything, though. If you hit the share button and somebody that saw your share buys that book, you help that person.
Well, right. But, I mean, the point was that they wanted that endorphin hit of, looky here.
You couldn't get what they want. They want to hold that over.
Even if I don't back your book, I get that endorphin hit by pushing it until it's funded, and then I get to go post.
This is a different mentality from a lot of these people. They want that. You could not have made it if it were not for me.
Oh, so you're talking about like holding it over a creator?
Basically,
or something like
they want to have. They're gaining that superiority by being able to say, well,
look what we did.
Yeah, if I didn't back this book would have never happened. And what they should be looking at is, you are helping a creator who had enough faith in their story to put their skin on the line, to impact their daily life, their livelihood, their budget to make this shit happen, and take as long as it was going to take to produce a product that they wanted to produce. Every little bit extra that they get means that this creator who has this much dedication, faith, and fire in their belly is going to keep doing this shit. If you decide that you're going to start throwing a pissing contest because you weren't the one that pushed them over the edge to funding, you're being a child. You are acting like an immature child. That's not what this is about. It isn't about you getting this person to X thousands of dollars. This is a creator that deserves the money. This is what they're doing and showing you why they're deserving and dedicated, and you were a part of that. That is what that should be.
Yeah, that's exactly what it should be. You're buying a comic book. Like they're showing you their product. They are putting on their best show. You're at a fucking convention. Somebody is pitching their book to you. Do you want to buy it? If it looks cool, yes, you want to invest in their idea and help them get to the point where they can get this book printed. That's what this is. Nothing more, nothing less.
Right.
I don't see how anybody can get this confused.
Because, like I said,
self-aggrandizement.
It's the same thing when you have like the a great way to look at it when you have the stay-at-home moms that I volunteer for all of the bake sales and everybody loves my brownies the best and I raise the most money for the child endangerment. I don't know what the fuck, whatever fucking thing that they're doing.
Get a job.
No, you know that lady. You just described her perfectly.
I know many of them. I've met a lot of them.
Yeah, you know what? Karens. It's the CG version of Karen. That's exactly what it is.
It is a CG Karen. Holy shit. It is a CG Karen.
It's just Karen. They're everywhere. They don't have
Karens.
Karen is the label.
but the thing is there's different versions of them, because you have the Karens that want to speak to the manager because they're that important. Well, the manager. These Karens want to be the reason that you got funded, and so they can turn around and say, well, you remember when you were on Bancroft's show, and then we had the Bancroft bump, and it was all of the people that were watching Bancroft that got you there. And it's like, I'm not saying Bancroft thinks that, because that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that one or two people will take that and use that to be like, I personally have helped get 20 campaigns over the finish line. And it's like, okay, whatever. I have 48 pages of backings on Indiegogo. Like, that's not... it doesn't matter. What matters is people are creating things, and
not gonna lie, I get a little bit of ego out of the creators that we help on our show, but that's kind of
I do, but it's different because it's not. At no point in time do I feel like if they didn't come on our show, they wouldn't have succeeded. It's they came on our show, and look at how many people were like, wow, this is awesome. Or like even
Excitement.
what we did on Saturday when we were talking about the book that had a little bit of confusion going on around it for what each book was, because he had chapters and he had volumes, and it was people didn't know what was what. And so we broke it down live on air, like, okay, tell us exactly what this is. And as a result, people were like, man, I was going to pass on this because I didn't understand it. But since it's been broken down, now it's good. And I was like, cool.
Right.
We identified a problem and helped a creator fix it. That's not the same as I only want to back things that can't get funded without me backing, that aren't going to get made without me backing, because ultimately eventually if they don't get backings, they're not going to get made down the line. So even if somebody funded it the first time, you can't afford to fund it out of your pocket forever. It gets expensive. And
Yeah.
I get happy when people in my groups book funds. I mean, I support the hell out of everybody that shows me anything. I just repost it, I retweet it. Well, I used to retweet it. I share it. I give everybody as much exposure as I can, and when they get funded, I'm happy that they're funded. And when they don't, I feel that same fucking heartbreak. I had Michael Oden out for Elysium Fields, the second book, the second time he did the Elysium Fields book, and we got within $90 at the last minute, and there was like 3 people trying to pledge as time ran out.
yeah,
And he didn't get funded. But you know what? It's like I felt this heartbreak because I'm trying to help these guys too. So even when the elation comes when they get funded, I feel just as shitty when they don't.
right.
Because
But that's just
I'm
called
invested
being in a
trying to
community.
help. Yeah, I'm invested in trying to help, and it doesn't matter.
For another human being.
I just want everybody to fund, man. It's
Shit,
like
I want people to fund that I've told why I don't think that their projects will fund. Like that I've pointed out issues and stuff too. I want when I'm giving
such a high
criticism.
goal. I tell people, I point out the things too. Why'd you set such a high goal? We got to work really hard to get there. Come on,
When I give out criticism to people, it's not because I want you to fail. It's because I want you to do better.
Yes.
And I've had people that have come on and I've been like, people that have asked to be on our show, and I said, I don't think that it's there, and it's not something that I can bring on Red Valkyrie yet. And I know that sucks to hear, and I know that can be a hard pill to swallow, or maybe it's just not our thing. Maybe it's not something that Sai or I can get excited about, and if I can't get excited about it, I'm not going to bring you on because I'm not going to fake it. Like our audience deserves our actual excitement about stuff, so I'm not going to bring on stuff that I'm not excited about.
Right.
I know that can be hard for people to hear. I hope you prove me wrong. Like I hope that it's just a Shae and an Alex thing, and that we're the 2 people in the universe that don't like your project, and everyone else thinks it farts rainbows and glitter. Like, fantastic. I hope it does.
There's gonna be a following. Great. We're probably not it.
Exactly.
Whatever,
we just aren't that audience. That's what that is. But I've had people that have gotten so butthurt. We had people that were trying to get on our show that had 2 different pinups done, and that was it. And when I had asked him for more art, he was like, well, that's what the crowdfunding is, and so I can hire an artist. And I was like, that's not really how this works. Like,
Not how this works.
you can't sell a visual medium without having the visual aspect of it. Like, so
this guy.
I mentioned it, and I was like, you could, pay out of pocket for the first 5 pages, and then you'd have something. And the guy got so upset with me that he blocked me. I had another guy who wanted to come on our show, and he was like, yeah, so when can I be on? And sends me a link to his campaign. And I was like, are you getting a new artist? Because this is really rough. And he was like, I drew it. And I was like, did you draw it and write it? Because maybe you should stick to one side of the thing. And I was trying to give him actual.
You draw like a writer.
I should know. I am a writer. I know what that looks like. It's not something people want to buy.
All writers know what that looks like.
Wait a minute.
Well, it's so funny because like I've tried to do this in a way that is like as kid glove like friendly as humanly possible, where I'm like, maybe I would try kind of refining this, a little bit, and hit us up if that happens. And he's like, "You're just a bitch," and then blocks me, and I'm like,
Jesus.
like,
Ow.
okay, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry that your comic isn't up to par.
You hurt his feelings, Shae.
I literally was being as nice as possible. I don't know. I'm sorry that nobody has ever told you that you aren't God's gift to creation, and that your stuff kind of sucks. I keep on saying my shit sucks. People keep on trying to tell me that it's good. And I'm like,
you need people that will tell you the truth, not just be fucking yes men.
Exactly.
Like yes men don't give you anything.
Right.
You need
Link,
objective
share,
criticism.
Link, share, and be happy. Don't even tell people you back shit. Let them back for themselves. Let them figure out their own happiness. Like, share. But if you backed it ain't nobody else's business anyway. And there's people out there that if they find out I backed something, they might not back it just because I did. I'm not telling anybody I backed anything except my friend.
I got a simple rule in life. I got a simple rule in life. Don't be a petty bitch. It's real simple.
T-shirt.
It's real simple. Everybody should try it.
That's not how food coloring works.
Don't be a petty bitch.
Yes.
Don't be a bitch.
And
petty.
Phil, petty is an important part of that.
Yeah.
Don't be a petty bitch. You can be a bitch though.
Yeah.
You can be someone's
bitch.
bitch.
Yeah, bitch. I'm a bitch. It's fine. So I've been told.
Don't be a petty bitch.
This one.
Sai
it
is
covers
quite the
a
bitch, as you
multitude
can tell
of
by the
sins.
resting
Yes.
who farted face.
Yeah, is your... Okay, I was about to say...
Kill you.
Yeah, and Poncho says it costs nothing to share. I've shared campaigns that I wouldn't back.
Yes.
A share is an endorsement. I'm just trying to get it in front of more eyes.
Exactly. And that's one thing that a lot of people don't understand. It's like, I want everybody to succeed, whether I like your shit or not. I want you to be able to put food on your table. I know you got
I want almost everyone to succeed. There's a couple of bitches that I initially wanted to succeed, and now I kind of hope they crash and burn.
But remember what I said about people you left behind? I leave people behind. I don't talk about them anymore. They're not part of the people that I want to succeed.
They don't register in Popland as people.
No,
they're no longer people. They're
I'm out here trying to help everybody succeed. If you come at me stupid, I'm not going to try to help you succeed anymore. Okay, you get left behind. That's all. And it's not me canceling you. I don't tell other people not to buy your shit. I don't talk about you anymore. You have been left behind.
Yeah.
That's how I deal with people that come at me stupid. If you want me to promote your shit, be nice to me. I will promote your shit whether I like it or not.
Speaking of petty, I'm going to be petty for 2 seconds. One of my favorite things is when people who you've left behind and you literally don't think of, and they're like,
6 months later, they come out the woodwork.
Randomly, they come at you all hot, and you're like, are you still a thing? When did this happen?
Yes.
Why do I live in your head? I was eating a
6
sandwich.
months later on a live
I was
video,
thinking about
bringing me up, and I'm like,
I was eating a sandwich.
Phil was eating a sandwich. We totally weren't even talking about you.
There were sandwiches. That's the important part.
Sandwiches were everywhere.
Yes, I don't talk about people that have done me wrong.
I've had people that started tagging me in tweets, and they were like, "Since Shae's such a bitch," and I was like, "What?" I was like, "Are you still alive? What happened?"
Yeah, but that was just Donald.
Donald says that every time he sees me.
I've had people go out on a live stream and badmouth me and badmouth my group and badmouth my con, and I have never done nothing but try to help promote people.
That's so funny.
You know,
people
and
are
it's
dumb.
like that's why I get such a hair up my ass about fucking cancel culture. Because I ain't never done nothing but try to help people. And when they come at me stupid, okay, I'll argue with you for a minute, and then I'll realize you are not part of my world, and I go on.
Oh, Pops, didn't you know 18 months ago Red Valkyrie was canceled?
I did not know about, I did not know about
Were
Valkyrie.
We were, remember, we are not allowed to do what we do.
Oh yeah.
Hashtag cancel.
That's right.
It worked out really well, if you can tell. That cancel culture worked out super awesome. We're so canceled.
Don't do it.
Hard.
Look, if you are who you are, own who you are. That's
Say
all
no
you
to
have
cancel
to do.
culture.
Own who you are. If you know, I mean, don't bow, don't kneel. Own who you are, and be real.
Yeah.
You know,
it's just I don't have time for disingenuous people. If you're not going to be an actual human being, and you know, there's plenty of times where there's people that I absolutely love will do shit, and I'm like, man, that was some fucked up stupid shit you just did. And it's okay. Like, we don't got to agree on everything, you know. But be genuine, so I know at least where you stand, and I know where I stand. That's what matters.
You don't know this guy.
Be genuine or fuck off.
I don't know ugly, no.
Ugly. Corey Dwayne Ellis. Now he has a superhero called Ugly. Now I ain't saying it, but Nigga. Okay, because I don't mess with that word in any form anyway. Okay, but that's his trademark. That's his character. That's his IP, right?
His brand.
I promote it because he's a comic book creator.
Oh,
I don't care
we promote Tommy Mark and Lucifer Storm.
Exactly. I don't care. I want people to succeed. That's my whole point. It's all there. You know that. I want everybody to succeed. Don't shit on me because I'm trying to help.
I don't care. Look, here's my thing. If you're gonna shit on me, just have the guts to say it to my face. That's all that I ask. You don't gotta whisper about me in back corners or anything. Just go ahead. Like, just right here, just tell me, like, Shae, I hate your fucking guts. You're a dumb cunt. Like, cool.
Shae,
thanks.
Shae, this guy right here.
Can't say that
I
word.
appreciate your candor.
I
Thanks
said
for
it
being
quickly.
honest.
It's fine.
That guy down there.
That Pops guy, you gotta keep. I know. Trust
He's
me.
my
Trying to
side.
wrangle him
Hold
on
on,
the
he's my
stream.
side. That guy's my side. He's my co-host.
Shae, you said the word.
I did not. You can't prove it.
Shoot her.
Have some laser.
There is no
Phil, you
laser.
know I
There
love
was
you,
no
brother.
laser.
I'm fixing it.
Phil is my co-host
fixing
on
it. Hold on.
Con. Phil is my co-host. He helps me out a lot.
Nice.
He's my tech guy. He's the one that's in the background pulling all the bells and whistles while I'm trying to talk to people. Good dude. Love him. And he's worked on Michael Oden's book. He did coloring on a pinup. That Joe Tolliver pinup for Elysian Fields. Phil colored that.
Very cool.
Nice.
He's the editor. He's colorist. You know. So good dude. Just another person that I love in this industry.
There's a lot of them.
You know. Yeah. I mean, come on, man. I can't believe that we're letting what's happened to the music industry and what happened to the film industry happen to the comic industry. It shouldn't. We are way smaller. We don't have all the freaking money. You know, we can't afford to just be allowed, let people do that to us. You know, you got to stand up. You got to be real.
You know, unfortunately, I think, and I do agree. I agree as well. But I think, unfortunately, due to the fact that Marvel and DC have become such gigantic properties now that are so widely spread because of these movies, that it's Marvel and DC have become a brand, and people gravitate to brands. Brand loyalty. You know, Sony versus Xbox. You know, PlayStation versus Xbox. You know, that whole thing. You know, it's the rivalry thing. Marvel versus DC, Apple versus PC. You know,
Yep.
Yeah,
that
It's
whole
everything.
tribalism thing. Unfortunately, when people are genuine about the love of the medium, the rivalry is fun. The rivalry between Marvel and DC was always fun.
Oh yeah.
You know, and like, you know, ribbing at each other was always fun. it's no longer anymore. You know, it's everybody's petty. You know?
Yeah.
And then you have, because of these movies being gigantic brands now that everybody recognizes, you know, people that looks good on a resume, looks good on a CV. Oh, you worked for Marvel. Well, let's see. What did you do for Marvel? Well, I wrote this series about blah 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 blah.
I wrote the series that
And then
nobody
they use
bought.
it.
Nobody
Yeah,
liked.
wrote the series that nobody bought, that you know, comic shops get stuck with.
And then I had to crowdfund a sandwich.
Yeah.
But it was the most woke thing that ever woked.
Phil, you've been around a long time. Who the fuck crowdfunded a sandwich?
Dude, that was so long ago. It was like...
Was it Ta-Nehisi Coates? It was someone in that
It wasn't
realm.
on Kickstarter?
No, it was like a GoFundMe for a
It was
sandwich.
GoFundMe. Yeah, it was like the
Somebody
first time I
really
heard about
did this?
GoFundMe.
Wait, no, somebody really did this. You guys are fucking with me.
Yeah, and there were
No,
comic
it was
creators.
potato salad, wasn't it? Someone else did potato salad.
Someone else did potato
Make a
salad.
bowl of potato salad.
Does Ball Sweat sell on Kickstarter? I just
Probably.
don't know.
That's
Not
what
yours,
OnlyFans.
but
Okay, I just
Wait,
gotta
apparently
know.
ramen has an OnlyFans? News to me.
No.
DMs are open.
Robin, drop your OnlyFans to Phil. Or is it your many fans? Because we've had a discussion about how there should be a many fans.
it's your singular fan.
It's crazy.
The only it's not OnlyFans, it's theonlyfan.com. You have one fan.
The
Will be.
solitary fan.
Creators Atlas says I crowdfund beer.
Well, I crowdfunded the computer I'm on.
There you go.
There
That
I
is
go.
actually
You
true.
built a platform first.
Yeah, I was gonna say that
platform over
crowdfunding
a
for that
span of
computer.
Yeah.
That was 18 months
little
of
different.
hard fucking labor and like 2 months of
Right?
hey, side streaming from a Chromebook. Anyone sick of them dropping yet?
Well, yeah. I'm so fucking
Yeah.
happy.
Oh, look at this
Ramen,
smirk.
Phil, I will be open to a discussion
Aw.
later. Phil, ramen is going to be open for you later, is what I read in that. And then, wow, way to go, depressing the fuck out of me, Shae. I wasn't meaning for you.
The
I
hair
was
came out.
meaning. Oh gosh, the hair is loose.
I haven't seen your hair in a long time, Phil. Shake that shit to the side. Put some body into it. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, just like that.
Hair, all right.
Just
Outside,
like that.
Jesus
I never
Christ.
known that.
Oh,
Thanks, guys.
weird.
Yeah, it's pretty long now.
I'm doing the
Hair.
thing. Side, that was
You like hair.
odd.
See, that's like my boys that we were talking about earlier at steeltoken.com. They're making this movie, and it's about zombies that won't eat you if you smoke weed, right? That's what they're commenting. You know, you just
How
give
convenient.
the zombie some weed, and you
Sick.
won't want to eat your brains, right? Okay,
Super
so
fucking sick.
Does this pass as skeptical?
That would stop me as well.
it's a perfect segue into what we're talking about because those guys don't have any hair. They're all a bunch of short-haired dudes. I'm like, you got no hair in the book. You got no hair. You got to have stoners with hair. It's a token book. You know?
It's a good trope.
Where's all the hair? So they're making sure that they come up with some people in the show that will have long hair.
Oh,
The
God.
fans demand it, right?
Seriously, you gotta have our representation of us long hairs.
Catch me on Twitter, not outside, because outside.
Wait,
Come on
out?
over, you little one.
I can't go on Twitter.
Yeah,
It's too cold outside.
Outside?
I agree. The Chromebook was a valued member of the channel that sadly has been put to rest.
I gave it to my mom.
It was an unpredictable wild card, though. You never knew, and it was always
Legit.
here's the thing, Alex, because you were always dropped, so you would never know. Every time you dropped, it would always be like, Shae, did you boot Alex? And I was like, no, Alex is gone. And they were like, side dropped. That's the spot.
Yep.
Everyone
Man.
just waited. They were like, was that a Sai had to go, or was that a Chromebook crashed because those are two different spots on the bingo card.
My mom has it
Sometimes it
now.
was I had to go, and then they crashed.
Are you trying to set her on fire? Why do you hate your mom? To be fair, Sai's mom had a Chromebook prior to that died, and Sai's mom also has a PC.
Yes. A
So the
PC
Chromebook
that I
is
just
not-
fixed.
Yeah, the Chromebook is
At the
not
same time I bought this one.
Nice.
I bought her-
got the PC.
Yeah. Her monitor was broken. I bought her an even bigger and better monitor because they're very cheap right now.
Yes, they are.
Dead Ramen said Sai's mom had to go.
Oh, she doesn't stream, for fuck's sake. She does her.
Mom stream.
She does her
Size mom
banking.
stream, I'd watch it.
No,
We're
never.
gonna get your mom and my mom on stream with us and our
No.
friends.
Those are two worlds that will never
And we're
ever
gonna-
meet.
We're gonna rock paper scissors to see which of our moms is gonna drop for. It's gonna be your mom. My mom will just be like, "Oh, we token? Hold up."
My mom vapes it. My mom vapes
to a
it.
football game.
Yeah, but your mom vapes it and then judges. My mom vapes it
Judges.
and then is a hippie.
I took my
What
mom
do you
to
mean,
a
Judge?
football game with a bunch of my friends. We went to Sun Devil Stadium, and we sat way up at the top, and we made my mom walk all the way up to the top to where we were sitting because we wanted to sit up there so we could toke up and not get busted, right? So we're way up at the top of Sun Devil Stadium, and my mom's like 65, and she come all the way up there with us. And my mom used to be a cop, and she's hanging out with all of us, right? And we're smoking. She's the one that's watching out, and she's like, "I think those guys are looking for you." And she points, and there's two sheriffs at the bottom of the stairs, right? And we're like, "Come on, Mom, they're not looking at us." Sure enough, the buggers are coming our way.
Busted.
Undead Ramen said that she'd raise her membership tier if you made your mom a permanent guest to regen.
I'll refund her membership if I don't.
Dare you, Ramen?
Oh.
What? Fucking vape.
What? I vape. What's wrong with you, Ramen? I just don't vape weed.
Number sevens.
What's up, Chris? How you doing, brother?
What's up, Chris? I haven't seen Chris in a hot minute. Chris never comes by our channel.
Yeah, I think he still works late. He's
Where the
like,
hell is? Where are you at,
works
Chris? I'll send you the link.
from like
Sad
7
face.
until 3
Yeah,
in the
Chris,
morning.
come hang out.
There's Kino and there's Jim.
Uh-huh. Jim doesn't come by our channel anymore either.
Yeah, Kino, it's my second day doing it.
I like,
Glad you like it.
I like Sai even better now.
Yeah. Wait, so I tried to remove the distraction by covering up the holographic tits in the background with our logo. Enjoy.
Dang it, Chris, that sucks. And good night, Fade. Enjoy yourself.
Fade doesn't sleep, he just curls in the box of shame
Oh,
He
no.
does, with the beard that he strokes.
and bides his time.
Yes.
See you later, Fade.
Oh, goodness.
Love it, Jim. Always looking out for us. Y'all hit that share, hit that
Look
like,
at
hit
Jim.
that, ring that bell, all that stuff.
Just
You need-
subscribing doesn't mean anything? Okay, come to our channel and don't mean anything a lot.
Hey, I got a pretty good boost this weekend on the subscriptions. I think I had
Cool.
230, like 233 going into the weekend, and it went over 250. So
Nice.
you know, I mean, I like a weekend where I get 20 new subscribers, and
Hell
I'm
yeah.
small
Hell yeah.
time. So
Hey Pops, why don't you drop our link in your chat?
oh, your link,
YouTube.
my chat.
Yes.
Drop your link in my chat.
It's just youtube.com/Red Valkyrie.
Is that what it is?
It is.
When is it ever
Yeah.
backslash?
YouTube.
Old people.
It's backslash for your channel, Phil.
Yes.
Totally works.
Yep.
That's not nice.
It's the hair. Now she hates you. Grab a sandwich. She'll like you again.
Is that just straight with no space in between Red Valkyrie, or
There cannot be a space in a link.
Yeah.
Ever.
no underscore, no none?
Nope.
No.
It's just straight.
Like
There
that?
you go.
That's
There
the
it
one.
is.
There you go. Check it out.
Thank y'all.
Thank
Thank
you,
y'all.
Pops.
I mean, I spent all week talking about how you guys are going to be on my show. Everybody in my group's already
It's
got
a good
your
show.
link.
Nice. Nice.
I don't even have my Thoughty ring light on. Now it's on.
Shae, turn on your Thoughty ring light.
Oh gosh.
You thought.
Wait, which color? Can yours do more than one color, Phil?
It does different shades of white.
No. See, mine does actual different colors.
Racist.
I don't think that's.
We'll stick with the purple.
Purple.
Purple. It's actually a blue light, which is funny, but my
So
color
you got
correction has
super
me.
white. Makes me look yellow. Or then I have
Oh,
warm
there you
white.
go.
I was just about to do a racism.
That bad look for a minute.
I was so close to a racism.
I am 8 away from 200. On YouTube.
Nice. That's my super bright.
I wonder if I hit 600
That
yet.
just looks super red.
I know.
Phil, did you see her cosplay for the fire dude
Mm-hmm.
on
Yeah.
Saturday? After she finished that cosplay and she remembered that her light does other colors, we start flipping through them and we get a reasonable effect with just that and the intensity in OBS without her having to paint her face and hair and neck. And she's like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, look at that.
Right here.
It's
And
perfect.
the
Could
black
have
still
just done
pops.
the black parts to make the skull and it would have been fine. But
Yeah.
I am a fucking professional.
It
Overachiever.
looks kick-ass.
Painting. You see, like if I do it this way, then my teeth are also red. The teeth that I would have drawn would have been red, so it's fine. Oh wow! Oh, I just green screened myself out. Hold up, I want to get back to that. That was fun.
Yeah. That's
It
partial.
was appropriate for the topic, I think. What the hell is the topic?
Oh gosh.
Blinding.
We just
Right.
keep changing it, and it's all good because it's education.
There you go,
Screen
Shae.
myself out.
Yo, Pops.
Yes.
What happened to your carotid?
I got to take off, but it's been awesome. Thanks for having me on, man.
Anytime, buddy. You
Yeah,
guys,
I appreciate
you
it.
know, I do the weekly show on Mondays. You know, I do launch parties, countdowns, and CRoM. So, you know,
Yeah, cool.
I mean, you guys are all welcome anytime to come hang out.
Awesome. Well, it's great
Thank you
hanging out
very
with
much,
all of you.
Pops.
I will,
And thanks for coming by, Phil. Maybe we'll see you on Topic
Good to
List
see you,
next week.
Phil.
all right, cool.
Or on our chill stream,
See you guys.
Or on the chill stream, yeah.
you know?
Yeah, Friday nights are usually my date nights, so
Well,
Yeah, I-
bring her along.
I'm sorry. Oh my god.
Back last week,
Yeah.
Magic
Oh my
Top
God.
is-
I promise we won't tell her any of the things that you've told us over the last year and a half.
Oh no. Yeah.
What do you think? I won't bring my mom to a stream? I'm like, fuck no.
That makes sense. Hail the chat. See you guys.
Take it easy, Phil.
Peace.
And then there were four.
I know,
Right.
Shae, I know you got to work tomorrow. You know, I had to hang out too late. We can, you know, I mean, we do still have double-digit viewers, but, you know,
8 of those are me.
I've had the best weekend, the best CRoM weekend as far as steady viewership that I've ever had. So
That's
you know,
awesome.
I'm
That makes
I'm
me really
fucking
happy.
jacked right now. I still got double-digit viewers at 11 o'clock on Sunday night. You
Awesome.
can't beat that, you know?
That's great. That's badass. I unfortunately do have to
Yes.
work in the morning, and I've almost finished 2 beers, which is about all that I can do. So
And still be fine for work tomorrow.
I have to be stone cold sober.
I am going to
in the
do
morning.
one more shot with y'all because I appreciate you coming out and sharing.
Okay, I'll
your
wait
show.
because I got.
Luke, are you in the clinic tomorrow?
I appreciate you guys coming out, sharing your show, sharing your
Absolutely.
fans, you know, being part of what we do.
Yeah, take a slug. Do one for me.
Sure.
Ready?
Well,
Hit it. Mm.
Oh, that's good beer. Love
Yes,
it.
Kino, that's what he said.
That honey jack is way better when it's cold. I'm just gonna tell you.
Yeah, I feel you.
Is
there.
that the secret? I tried all that shit when it was warm.
Cold. It's gotten warm sitting here. It's getting a little rough.
Yeah, I tried all those cheap whiskeys when, like the apple one and God, they just come out with so much frou-frou.
I think I tried the Apple Crown a while ago. That wasn't too bad, but
Yeah, Crown's not bad.
Yeah, but warm.
no, nothing warm. Man.
Warm is not great. Warm Crown is not awesome.
I don't think there's anything I drink warm anymore. Everything, Fireball, all of it's got to be cold. Jaeger, you know.
Fireball.
I can't drink Jaeger. I tried once.
Fucking terrible thing to do to whiskey.
I was out at a club. A friend of mine dared me to drink it. He bought the shot, put it in my hand while I was talking with a girl, and so I'm like, well, shit. Now I can't not drink it, and so I threw it back, and I almost puked right in her face. I could not stand black licorice. The face was enough to sell her on the fact that I was not cool enough to talk to her, and she just walked away.
Oh, and then frog. Why not just stick to good Scotch? Because that's why.
Scotch is awesome.
How dare you?
Was it Monkey Shoulder Glenfiddich and
I like to drink.
what was the one that I was gonna buy?
What was the one that you had at
The frog?
Magfest?
The
The frog.
Lefroig?
The frog.
F-R-O-I-G?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
some.
some Frenchy, but it's good.
Yes, it sounds.
See,
And it tastes like smoke, and it's delicious.
when I was about 18, I think I was living in my first house away from home. I was 17 or 18, and my sister came from the Philippines. She was in the Navy, and she came home on leave, and she come over to my house to hang out. And she sat at the table and drank a bottle of Johnny Walker Red with my buddies. Well, I had to work the next day, so I couldn't just sit up and party all night. But I woke up in the morning to go take a shower, and she had puke spaghetti on every part of my bathroom.
Ugh.
Yeah, Scotch didn't do anything for me after that, because after cleaning that up, just the smell of it has stuck with me for life.
Ha! Okay, see, you had a traumatic event
Yes.
that forever triggered your brain.
And I had one with Southern Comfort, too.
My two were Goldschlager and Rum Runners.
Yes. There are alcohols that just do not agree with certain individuals.
It's like fruity based, almost like a fruit punch with light rum, dark rum mixed in, and then a splash of 151 on top. And it can either be like a mixed drink on ice or frozen.
Yeah, that's why I won't drink
Set it
Capriccio
on fire.
anymore. 656 ruined it for me.
You don't set it on fire though. You just drink the 151.
This way, everything I drink comes in one of these. I don't do none of that.
A weed
mixing
shot
it up.
glass.
I don't do none of that. Oh, you like that shot glass?
Yeah, I saw that. Yes.
Oh,
I
Shae,
do
I just
shots of liquor. I do not mix it with Coke. I do not chase it with beer. I do not fuck around. If I'm drinking, I do shots of one thing, and I do it all night. And I'm usually good. I'm never hangover. Then I'm usually good. So
I've only had a hangover once.
well, see, the Southern Comfort gave me that. I was sick. I was dying, and then I was sick the next day, and then I was hungover on day 3. And I never touched Southern Comfort again because it was bad. It was bad. I was on the couch for 2 days. I think I had alcohol poisoning, but I was young and dumb.
I have got to drop, but thanks so much, Pops, for having us come hang out with you. It was really fun. I'm glad
we
that
may as
got
well
to
just
bring-
wrap up because I'm gonna have to go too.
Yeah. I was saying that earlier when I was saying I knew she had to go. I was basically leading it to we don't have
Yes.
enough people here to keep everybody entertained. Although, you can entertain a crowd by yourself. I will give you that.
This is true.
Indeed, especially if I do because
I
that's
was
scary as
just
shit.
thinking if you pan back and showed the carbon.
Rub your nose again.
But
Cyborg dreams.
It's the
It's
rubbing
all
of
very
the nose.
concerning.
I love it.
So I'm going to ask you all one more time. What's your favorite Facebook group, and why is it the Comic Related Madness?
Because
Pepperoni.
you support everybody.
And you like pepperoni.
Yes.
Hey, any answer is acceptable. Pepperoni works.
Because you're a lot of fun. That's why, Pops.
That's Because Pops is crazy, yo.
Because
Just stop saying 3
it's
words.
good.
Dude, it was Hang 'em All, and it was about pedophiles. If you can't get behind Hang the
Yeah,
pedophiles,
I'm not getting into this again, Pops. Just stop with the three words out of context. Just stop doing it.
well, I just gave them the context so they can ban me now again if they want to. But
Yeah, they would have if
it
they would have
was
had the
real, though.
context.
They're
But
working
was
on it.
real, though. I mean, I don't hate people, but if you go after the kids, I'm sorry, I'm not your fan.
I
Hey.
feel you.
Look, I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying don't talk about it. Just
yeah,
do
I
it.
know. I mean, if I come back though, if you see Pop Van banned on Twitter,
Yeah.
you'll know. I'll try to be better. I'll try to be a better Twitter guy.
All right, shoot me a friend request if you manage to come
Yeah.
back.
Hit us up.
I will definitely get back in. I can't believe they scrubbed my whole thing though. I got no followers
can.
no more. I
Yeah, I
think
can.
it's permanent.
That's what happened. hmm
Oh yeah, they've been on a tirade recently.
They didn't even answer my appeal.
Yeah, they won't.
No, they
You
probably
know,
won't.
it's like
Mass bannings, they don't.
Not for that.
yeah.
For that, they're just like, he knows what he did.
Well, that's just it though. I could have been saying hang any kind of
doesn't
race
matter.
or any kind
Does
of
not matter.
Right?
You know better than that. It doesn't matter in today's
Okay,
day
but
and
if I,
age.
like I said, if I would have put context on there,
You still would have been
Right.
banned.
if I'd actually laid it out what I was talking about, would I have got banned?
Yes.
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 In a
Sure.
heartbeat.
So Jack's the fucking problem, not me.
Yes.
Agree.
Okay. There you go. I stand behind what I said on Twitter. That's what I'm saying.
platform, bro.
I will never kneel, baby. That's
Good for
what it's
you.
about.
You know, it's just okay. So the silence of free speech doesn't come from the government; it comes from a corporation. Is that somehow fucking better?
It's still silencing people.
It's still censoring speech.
Ban me again for the last time and for the first time. I like that. I might save that.
You might
Give
need
me
that.
liberty or give me death.
There you go.
Like
Beep,
free
bop, boop.
speech.
Beep up boop.
Actually, right before I got banned, I had changed mine. It said man, male, human. Fuck 'em. That's who I am. I'm a man, I'm male, and I'm human. Deal with it. That's who I am. You know, I don't even think we need to put those up there. We should all be able to just be who we are. I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to tell you this is what you can call me, and I won't be offended. You know what I mean? It's like it's just kind of gone beyond. These are my labels. No, labels are the fucking problem, y'all.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Labels are the fucking problem. When you
I'm
put
sorry,
a label on yourself, you done pen yourself in.
I have labels on my Twitter.
Labels are fucked up. I love you guys.
I'm gonna walk away from that one.
Man, it's a personal choice.
It is. Agreed.
It's a personal choice.
Agreed.
I
Don't
am
shake
very
the jar.
much a live and let live.
Absolutely.
Like, you
the
live
jar.
your life, you live your best life. I cheer for you. I'm
Yes.
gonna be over here living my best life. All right,
Thank you.
cool.
Thank
That's it.
Thank you.
You know,
All
that,
right.
that falls right in line with my "don't be a petty bitch" thing. Anyway,
I love
Yeah.
it. No, dude, I love that. That's exactly how I feel, man. It's like I'm not trying to hurt anybody's action.
Do you
I want
really
it to
want
be
to
good,
hurt
you know?
me? Do you really
Don't
want to
stop.
make me cry?
you keep singing this song.
All right.
Yes.
Now look,
All of
the
it.
karaoke king is in the house. Don't get me fucking started at midnight when I'm starting to feel it.
Nope,
I
no,
got,
no.
I got work. I got to do.
Yep. I gotta go.
Yeah, don't get me started, man.
Got that thing. I got it. Whoa, look at the time.
What'd you say,
dumb.
Kino? Kino.
Evil will always win because good is dumb.
Good is just too nice. When they stop being nice, then we figure it out.
Chris, it was awesome seeing you. Hopefully we can see you around some Red Valkyrie streams sometime soon, hun.
Why didn't Wolvo come out? I want to know.
He was wearing a shirt.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's
Thanks
probably
for
it.
that. All right.
Yeah.
You had a shirt on? All right.
There's probably a shirt. All right, Pops. We got to wrap this. I had to go like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Kill Journal. Check it out.
Yes. Go check out the Kill Journal. It's amazing. Go sub to
Yes.
Red Valkyrie if you have not already. RedValkyrie.net has all of our super awesome merch and our show schedule when we remember to update it. Or you can follow at Red Valkyrie YT on Twitter and know when we are going to be streaming. So
Yes.
check us out. And go sub to Luke's channel.
Lukey.
Go ahead, Luke. Take
Death
it.
metal hero.
Thank you.
Not death metal her.
That's his
Nope,
evil twin.
Definitely not. Yep.
It's your little sister.
The alternate, the exact opposite of me.
Shay, was that the shirt that I just threw in my laundry?
Soft rock.
I don't know.
Girl. I
Look,
don't know.
look.
Exactly.
Luke, show your titties.
Monster MD shirt. Yeah, probably.
Do you like
No,
the
No,
fuck
it's-
you.
the shirt.
The
What?
t-shirt.
Oh.
Oh, no, it wasn't that one. It was the other one. Grim Reaper.
No.
What is this? That's what I want. What is this?
Because I'm not part of writing.
Wolverine is too afraid to join us on Writing Pros because the stuff that he wrote was, edgy.
Okay, check it out, Wolvo. They were on Pop Show. They didn't have to worry about edgy. Okay.
Yeah, I sent the link to our Writing Pros room because that's what we normally do on Sundays. So that's why Wolvo didn't get an invite. It's not because we don't like him, because he obviously shows up at every regen cycle.
Well,
One
that's
top.
Because
what
it's
I'm saying.
Wolvie.
I'm letting y'all know, when you come out to CRoM and you come out to Pops, bring your whole crew. We ain't,
We'll try.
you know, we don't have the band hammer on nobody.
Oh, I don't have a band hammer on Wolvie.
I know. I'm
He's
just
good
saying, it's like I love your whole crew.
Thank
when
you.
when I invited you, it was because of all you guys that I see every week.
Yeah.
You know, I'm kind of bummed Luke didn't make it out here. Luke got called back into some work-related crap.
Yeah.
Luke Stone, but we'll get him back out here. We'll get him out here.
Yeah. He's good peeps too.
All right, guys. Have a good night, everybody. Audience,
Good
thanks for
night.
coming. We love you all.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you having us.
Oh, we're gonna go out with
Happy CRoM.
titties. I gotta stop working for a second. That's how we're going out.
I'm showing mine.
Where are those carbon fiber?
There you go. There's side titties. Take us out, Pops.
Bye.
And where is it? It's dang it, Phil, quit moving.